Pasty Dave very appropriately playing a song entitled Temperature. Is that for me, Pasty?
Just kind of scheduled, dude.
That's what I've been fighting, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
For the past couple of days.
You've been fighting Pasty Dave?
Wow, what a
It's
fight.
been a lifelong fight, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. But the past couple of days, I've been fighting temperature.
Yeah, I had temperature fights last night.
You did? You had
Yes.
temperature, too?
Well, no, not me.
Oh, geez.
No, the second to youngest daughter.
We're second to youngest.
Jaya.
Carry the one. Jaya.
Yes. 10-year-old, yes.
Yes, I see,
God,
I
like
see.
103 and sweat.
Wow, she beat me.
Gosh.
My highest was 102.4.
I was like, are you okay? She's all, who are you?
Was hers rectally?
No.
Cheating.
God, we don't do that
That's
anymore.
cheating.
And then go right into the mouth of someone else.
Whoa!
Terry doesn't do that anymore. Those days are over, baby.
That was college.
Almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, wow, that's scary, huh?
Yeah. What the news was saying a couple of days ago that the flu bug is biting really hard right now when it should be
Yeah, it
not.
bit me, baby. It bit me, baby.
Be careful.
I was trying to fight it off, man.
Yeah, but you can't.
I thought when I got that mono, like, in September, that would, like, cash me in for the next 2 years.
No,
Lord. Because I went, like I told you, like an 8-year streak without even a cold, not a sniffle, not a nothing.
Yeah.
Now look at me.
Yeah. Just...
A walking medical book, huh?
Wow.
All right, no, I'm fine. Anyway.
Are you fine, though? You're back and better than ever?
I'm just about there, yeah, baby.
Wow,
good
job.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go.
And when I got the fever, I was thinking, oh, no, this can't be like another 5-weeker. I'm not going to be suffering like I did over the summer last year.
Right.
And this one went away pretty quick.
Good.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you should have milked it for a couple more days.
Oh. Was that how Stephen Kilbreth does it?
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Actually, I felt so guilty about missing days because I don't like missing days.
Right.
Most people rejoice.
I know.
I said, I'm feeling guilty. I canceled my trip to the Masters.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know why. I felt guilty.
Wow. Well, but when you're sick, you're sick. You can't help it.
I know that.
You get sick days.
I understand. I wasn't dying to go anyway.
Oh.
I'm very sick. I can't go.
Mm-hmm. And this was just like the cap rope. Like, I'm not going.
Okay.
Can't miss another day.
I'm going to use that for my wife's brother's wedding. I'm very sick right now.
I can't
Pretty sure I can't go in a month.
All right.
Can't go in a month.
So your daughter's all right or what?
I don't know. This morning when I left, it was down a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she'll be going to school.
All right.
No. Yeah, hopefully she'll be fine. Hopefully we won't get a call saying, hurry up, get home.
Oh, it is.
But other than that. But your little man didn't get anything, right?
No,
He hasn't.
they're not.
Yeah.
All right.
No, so be careful.
Yes, and all right, everyone's good.
Yeah. Stephen, are you all right?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, good.
Boy.
So we're all good.
We are all good.
Yes.
Cool. Hot shot?
I'm good.
Okay. By 10 a.m., someone won't be good.
Sick roulette.
Who will it be?
Now 6:20 at Cube 93. Good morning. I'm Stephen Kilbreth. Time now for your news update. About 400 friends and relatives attended a memorial service yesterday for 21-year-old Christopher Williamson, one of 6 people killed in last weekend's mass killing spree in Seattle. The Reverend told the mourners it was a day to grieve, but also a day to celebrate Williamson's life. More memorials are planned today for the victims of Saturday's shootings. One service will be held in Mount Vernon for victim Jeremy Martin, and a prayer service for all the victims will be held at St. James Cathedral in Seattle tonight at 6 o'clock. Governor Gregoire signed legislation yesterday that moves the state primary election date ahead by a full month to the third Tuesday in August. The change will start in 2007. Gregoire says the September primary didn't allow enough adequate time before the general election. In sports, the Sonics at home tonight against the Lakers. The Mariners play in Portland today against the Beavers of the Pacific Coast League. Yesterday, the Mariners split squads, beat the LA Dodgers 4-3, lost to San Diego 8-2. The Mariners' final exhibition game is scheduled tomorrow in Tacoma against the Rainiers. It could be moved to Seattle's Safeco Field if it rains. In that case, Safeco Field admission would be free. Showers likely, a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs will be in the 50s. That's your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
The T-Man. Now back to the T-Man Show. Cube 93.
Baby Sean Preston's getting some playtime with Mommy Britt in Malibu.
Oh, dear.
As Extra caught up with Brittany taking her baby boy to dance class.
Wow. You're Britney Spears. You got to take your baby to dance class?
Well.
Or you don't have enough time on your hands to teach him yourself? Or
Well,
she's got to go to dance class?
She's got to go to dance class because she probably doesn't know much either.
Oh, geez.
So, Why not kill two birds with one stone, right?
All right, we're done with that. Now let's get in the car and go to our vocal lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you really need them.
Right. How it's done, you just press a button and, I mouth the words.
Oh, jeez. That's nice.
Somebody else sings it.
That's very close. These two are, yes. Britney Spears and baby Sean Preston.
Who cares if she has no talent? Pretty successful, I would say.
Yeah, she has been. And just to let you know, since we're talking about Britney, can I just let you know that Justin Timberlake is finally speaking out about it?
See, that's your problem, Stephen. All this talent of yours holding you back.
It pretty much is, yeah.
You got to be a talentless wonder to make it these days.
Yeah.
And you're just too overflowing with it.
Yeah, I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Took the wrong path.
I got on the scale this morning after 2 days of sickness, Terry, and the second number was a 7. It scared the hell out of me.
Wow.
Well, welcome to our group.
After the first number was a 1, Stephen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hadn't been that since college.
Wow.
I wish I could get sick.
Yeah, once a week.
I mean, I had mono over the summer. I lost about 15 pounds. I decided to keep it that way.
Okay.
But now it's getting a little scary.
It's kind of like, oops, maybe we need to, bulk up again.
Well, I can do it if I want to.
Right.
But I don't know.
Nah. There's games on and
I'm going to
stuff.
go with this for a while.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
what about Brittany now?
Well,
you had a question?
Justin, yes.
Okay.
Justin is finally speaking out about how he, her whole marriage and her situation.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And this is according to the Star
What's so
tabloid.
funny? I may be coughing a little bit today, Stephen. Is it going to be a giggling situation for you all morning or what?
Well, no, I feel for you. That's not good. That you're
feel
coughing
for me
like
through
that.
your laughter?
Well, I wasn't laughing at you, I don't think.
Oh, you're laughing way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were cracking up, T-Man.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Star Tabloid is claiming that Justin pretty much thinks that Kevin Federline is, quote, gross. And there's not much that would change his mind about that. And he says
Kevin
that
Federline came out and said, I agree completely. I'm as gross as they come. Now what?
But I've got the babe and the money.
That's been working for me all my life.
So Popo's how you.
Yeah, you love that, I swear.
God, I hate it.
He also says that he and Brittany had a lot of great years together, and he's pretty sad about how things turned out for her.
Well, that's really not nice comments.
No, but it's kind of telling.
She
is
was
it
doing
not?
great. She blew it. I'm really sad to see how things turned out for her.
Yeah.
As soon as she lost me, things went downhill with a thud, is basically what he's saying.
Yeah, pretty much. Here she was, at the height of her career. She was with me, broke up with me. And you're right.
And a downward spiral ensued as soon as she lost me in her life.
Yeah.
It's pretty... Excuse me.
Okay, would you like some water?
Stephen, would you like to inject a laugh there?
Well, Scott did.
Oh.
You struck it right at me, though. You are trying to get me sick.
Yeah, it was,
did I
by
turn
the
to you?
way. Yeah.
Well, they say turn your head and cough, and when I turn my head, there you are.
Well, just go the opposite direction.
Nice to see you.
Oh, yeah. Did you like that one?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
What was that now, Terry? Where were we?
Papa
What were we talking about?
Zio.
Yeah.
Papa or
Okay,
Papa,
I'll take two
whatever.
slices.
Okay.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
No, we're just talking about Justin, talking about,
Does my mic sound right?
Yeah, to me it does.
Stephen always knows.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't, does it? Mm-mm. What's wrong with it?
There's something.
sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
Yeah, it's a crap.
It's not as crisp as it usually is.
Yeah. You know what? I'm telling you, man. People come in here and mess with it.
Right.
I don't know why they're allowed in here.
They figure, he's been out sick a couple days. He won't
He won't
notice.
yeah.
Let me mess with it.
Usually they say, "Oh no, that's the most expensive mic we have. We just put that one in."
Yeah, Eric Flowers comes down here to put together a demo tape when he knows I'm not going to be here. Trying to get a real job. And use a good microphone, and he messes up everything down here.
Hey, it's Eric Powers in the morning.
Whoa!
Welcome to Yakima. I really appreciate you guys being here this morning.
You want a hot new morning show? Check me out online. And listen to it. Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, well.
So I hope you're picking up the phone there, Pastela.
I think he's already on it. Basil is very much on that kind of stuff.
Now, what doesn't sound right about Stephen? I'm all congested, so I can't tell.
Yeah, it sounds like it's congested really bad, but it's not you. It's the because when you like get loud, it kind of goes. It
kind of cracks a little bit when
it
you
cracks.
get
All right, so, all right,
I guess not getting loud is the key today.
Okay. Well, I don't know how that can happen because I lock up the processing, but
Somebody
they actually gave me a key. But I think they handed out
about
20 others.
You're the only one.
They're just trying to stroke me.
Whoa. You're
Right,
the
now-
only one with the key.
Where were we, Papa Zan?
Oh, the engineer's stroking you. That's not good.
Justin Timberlake saying that Britney's life is in shambles ever since they split up.
Right, we got that. Yeah.
Okay,
mhm.
Anyway, talking
All right,
about...
speaking of lives in
Whoa.
shambles, yes, Schwager.
Oh,
Hello.
Yes, Schwager.
I'm starting to have second thoughts about my acting class
And why is that, Schwags?
because we had to do an improv thing on Wednesday called "What Are You Doing?" and I had to do labor pains.
Mm-hmm.
how hard is that? You scream a little.
Well,
All right, let's hear the audio performance that you put out there. Go ahead.
No. I just fell to the floor laughing. Okay, that's the thing. I don't know how those. I've never seen a woman, give birth.
Well, it was
Not in
just,
a movie or on
I think-
TV?
Yeah,
anything?
you've never seen
just
it.
yesterday, didn't a woman in Swedish give birth to 5 children?
Yes, via C-section.
A
Could've
woman,
had them all at the same time.
a
Jerry.
woman in Washington State with 5 children, all with the same dad.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I think it's the
would've-
first time ever recorded.
Who would have
that's
thought
happened.
it was possible?
Her family's like one of those little egg people where you just open an egg, there's a little one inside, another little one inside, another little one inside, it just never ends.
Yes.
Jeez. Settle down, people.
She had 4 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah.
The dad, all of a sudden, it becomes like a sporting event. Oh, come on, boy, this time, boy, come on!
His friends are handing over cash to each
I
other.
know she's
Everyone
from
comes out.
Paulsbo. She's from the other side of the water, right? Is that correct? Other side?
Becomes like you want to put up one of those roulette wheel thingies.
Yeah.
You know, that charts whether it was red or black
Right, right.
and what number it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
All right, so what'd you do in acting class?
Well, it was a game called "What Are You Doing?" and I just
And you said nothing, and then what?
Yeah.
well,
Labor pains was his.
Labor pains, right?
what
You-
he drew.
And you couldn't make it happen.
no, the person before me was supposed to do bricklaying, and when that person you
The
basically
person before you always gets it easy.
Now that
bricklaying,
bricklaying.
Bricklaying, man. Schwager's one of the all-time greatest bricklayers.
And how does a bricklayer sound there?
well, they just put down a brick and slop some stuff.
Well,
on
you
it.
got it down, man. Maybe this was your calling. Anyhow, so
Yeah,
you got labor pains, and you fell on the ground laughing, and they threw you out of class, or what?
I just couldn't do that. I don't know how.
Did the teacher realize how badly she embarrassed you?
No, it wasn't the teacher that said it was the student before me. So you ask the student before you, what are they doing, and they give you something to do.
Oh, I see. So you give the student that follows you their scene.
Yes.
So I'm sure you screwed, or if you had the ability to think fast enough, I'm sure you screwed the person that followed you, right?
I told them bungee jumping,
Oh, wow.
and they fell to the floor.
I would have said fisting.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's almost the same as labor pains.
So
Wow,
you didn't realize you were going to have
Same
to act in
family.
this class?
He jumped up and fell belly flop on the floor.
Right.
So you guys do a lot of things on the floor? Because you were on the floor already. I mean, what's up?
Everybody piled on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if that floor's been used. But
All right, what are you doing with the big weekend? You got your own apartment. You got your own life
What
now.
question is that?
You're
The same-
settled. You're settled into your new world now. It's been a number of months.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you doing this weekend?
No one. I still don't have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
We all know that one.
Well, the college way of saying that is, T-Man, I'm doing myself.
Oh.
I don't think that's possible.
You. What do you mean? You've done it.
You've made it, yeah.
I mean,
You're in now.
physically, that's not possible.
You're in the club. What's that?
Physically, you can't do yourself. It's physically impossible. Unless I'm a contortionist, and I'm not.
So you're dealing with the semantics of the term, or what?
Yes.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the literal.
From a literal standpoint, you can't really do yourself, you've discovered?
He tried.
No,
Maybe that's
it's
what the
just
problem's been
physically
all this time.
impossible.
And how did you come to that conclusion? You whack off, you've done yourself. End of story.
Man, you guys really need to realize what tomorrow is.
April Fools?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're starting early.
You know, I can plan a joke months in ahead.
Months and ahead? That's good to know.
That's barely English.
It's very, very talented of you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still haven't gotten it yet.
All right.
It's probably because we don't want to.
Hey, are you trying to say that you haven't done that now? And it was just a joke?
Well, you're a joke, so.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. I'm just trying to figure out your
What a-
crafty little joke there.
What did
my
Kilbreath
friend.
do to you? Is he starting to get all worked up again? Yes.
He's going to put his size 8.5 right in your face.
And turn it
Yeah, you
sideways,
should
so
even
watch
listen
out.
to Baby Beluga there.
Listen to Baby
Called you
Beluga.
Baby Beluga. I read that to my child.
Yeah, is that a good one?
Mm-hmm. I called you a whale.
Oh, well, that's great. His mom and I had fun this weekend when I bailed her out.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I bet.
Tag team with the sister.
Let's put a $5 bill on like a fishing line and kind of reel her around wherever I want her to go.
Schwags, you whack off or not? Yes or no? Let's cut to the crap right now. When I asked you to jerk off, did you do it or not? How did that sound? My mic not working great, Steven.
That sounds, I think the point's clear, though.
When I asked you to jerk off a month ago, did you do it or not? Hello? I know you're there. Schwager.
Did we figure out his big April Fool's prank?
Schwager, your line's still open.
We can hear him swallowing.
Did you pass out? All right, pretend like you're in labor. You can't have that happen for masturbating, Oh, Matthew, you're amongst friends. You can talk to us. I am your father. That's the way my microphone sounds. How can
I'm starting to hear that now.
That would be the best news you ever got, by the way.
Is it too much to ask to get through an illness like I did and come back and have everything just be like I left it?
Yes.
That's too much to ask?
It is. I mean, because every time something does happen or you go away for, a day or two, what happens? This always happens.
I rush to get well to come back.
Right, and your
instead of being treated with some kind of wow, that's cool of T-Man to rush himself back even though he's not 100% yet. What do I get?
Messed up mics.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me, Terry. I almost forgot for a second. Schwager. Come on, Schwager. Forget. I'll end the conversation if you just admit you're there. Okay, did you whack off or not? Knew he was there.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you pretend like you weren't there?
Because he thinks he's funny.
No.
He usually hangs up, though. That's kind of weird.
What's the matter, dude? You all right? Talk to me.
I'm not really all right.
What's wrong?
Just a little shaking.
You're shaking?
Mm-hmm.
You need to take something?
Maybe a few hours sleep.
A few hours sleep?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't sleep last night?
Not very well.
Partying all night?
No.
Hanging with the bitches? What were you doing?
I've just been stressed out.
You've been stressed out over what? Come on. Over the theater class? What do you have to be stressed out about?
It's personal stuff.
All right, what? Your mom? She back in trouble or what?
Well, it's more dealing with my head.
Your head? What's wrong with your head?
Well, that's what I'm trying. There's just something does not figure out right up there.
All right, you're 19, dude. Don't overanalyze it. Don't get over panicky, man. You're 19. Not everything's supposed to feel right up there.
Stuff.
All right, well, stop it. Stop being an idiot. You're 19. Not everything's supposed to feel just right. All right? Don't panic. It's called being 19.
Yeah.
Take a breath. Trust me, when I was 19, I felt the same way. Look how I turned out, baby.
See, I have more stuff going through my head than you probably ever did.
Whatever. Everyone feels that way.
Trust me.
Stop getting all dramatic. What, you learned this in theater class?
No.
Yeah, you're doing well. If that's the case.
This is the best performance you've ever put on.
Oh, bravo. Standing O.
Terry's buying tickets for all her friends. Would you stop it? You're a typical 19-year-old who thinks the world is all focused on them.
No, I don't think the world's all focused on me, and I know that for a fact.
Okay. So just chill out, dude.
Well, the midlife crisis can hit you early these days. Man.
So what's your biggest problem? Oh, my head. Your head's fine. Stop making problems for yourself. Stop talking yourself into crap.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on up there.
What do you have to figure out? Nothing. Nothing's going on up there, just like it's supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, you're in school, you got your own place. What do you want?
Yeah.
Well,
You've made progress.
Yeah, that's true.
You call people names, you're set.
Yeah.
You got a nice life.
What do you expect to have happen to you at 19?
well,
Just go to school, go home, hang out, go back to school.
There you
there's a lot
go.
of things I expected before I even turned 18.
Lord. What's your biggest problem? Tell me what your biggest problem is. We'll figure it out. You don't even know what it is.
I feel like that I'm not actually living my life.
Oh, Lord. What the hell does that mean?
Who's
He
living
doesn't
it?
even
Yeah,
know what
who
it
is
means.
who's living?
There's a guy down the street who's living my life for me. I don't know how to get it back.
Yeah, good for him.
He gets laid every weekend.
You know, that almost sounds like a good one.
No. I try to
I try
find a girl.
to-
I
try to find it. Oh, so you want a girl? That's good. You see that? This is the best news I've heard in a long time.
progress.
We were concerned that he never really wanted a girl, Terry.
So
and now
really-
it's actually coming out that he really does want a girl.
So what he's really saying is the guy down the street is living the life because he's the player that Matthew wants to be.
Swagger, I never had a girlfriend until 21.
I just expect, and that's not the only thing, okay? It's just that I actually expected to have real friends, okay?
What are real friends, man?
Aren't we your real friends?
There's just a lot of things I expected before I turned 18.
All right, you know what? Don't get so melodramatic, would you please?
I'm not sounding over dramatic. I'm actually speaking my mind right here, okay?
Yeah, maybe that's what it sounds like to you. To me, it sounds like you're being an idiot and over dramatic, and just please. Someone's living my life for me. What, are you turning into gay phone operator over the past couple of months, or what?
No.
That sounds like something he would say, even though he's never said something like that. I feel like someone else is living my life for me.
I do not need to hear about gay.
What does that mean? I still want to know what that means. Someone else is
just thought
living
I'd
my
be
life
doing
for me.
more.
What do you?
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe actually.
What do you expect to
Go
have accomplished
places.
at 19? You haven't traveled the world yet at 19, so you feel like you've...
Actually, at 16, I was hoping to ride cross country by the time I turned 20.
All right, so you'll shoot for 25.
Yeah.
Not many people have the means at 16 to pick up and travel cross country.
On a bike. Just pedal along.
What's stopping you? You got a bike.
Well, no.
That's called 16-year-old runaway.
Yeah.
The main issue there is money.
All right. I'm still waiting for someone else who's living my life for me.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm fascinated by that.
Look, I'm just not really fine with how I'm living right now, and I got to and I'm not sure why. And I have to figure out what's up in my head. That way I can figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, John's calling, so
Yeah.
things should be
Actually,
good.
that's not my phone.
I'm your real friend.
Seems like you've upgraded your life a lot in the past 6 months.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah, I have. I
Maybe
moved out
it's
of my
scaring the hell out of you. Maybe that's
and
the
that's
problem.
good. Yeah.
Maybe you're starting to feel like a real man, and it's scaring the hell out of you.
More comfortable in the misery.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Whacked
really
off and felt like it for a minute there. He enjoyed it, Terry.
Right, well-
Now, all of a sudden, guess what? I think I want a girlfriend.
Right.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah, because he's actually having
No.
a quote-unquote
Hey, man.
normal life.
The real world could be scary, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to it.
I've always wanted a girlfriend. I just haven't gone out there and actually looked.
What are you going to do with a girlfriend when someone else is living your life for you?
Give me my girlfriend back.
Mm-hmm.
It's my life.
He's having sex with his girlfriend. Someone else is screwing my girlfriend. Gonna kill him. Swagger, would you please just relax?
Yeah, you're doing fine. Much
doing
better
fine.
than you would be.
Sounds to me like you're a normal 19-year-old. Stop talking yourself into stupid stuff. All right?
I'm not talking myself into stupid stuff.
You kind of are with these stupid cliches you're throwing out there that I don't even know if they're cliches or not, but they sound all trite and stupid.
You should be proud of yourself. Living on your own, going to school.
Well, I am. It's just that
Absolutely.
I just think I can do more, but I don't know what.
All right, so eventually you will. Just chill out.
What the hell do you think you can do? You have limited resources. You have no education and no money. What do you expect out of yourself?
And no car.
You got yourself to school every day. This is big stuff.
It is, absolutely.
You're whacking off. You got a bike. You got a job.
Well, the bike's broke a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Get a
okay.
new bike, yeah.
All right.
And,
And eventually you'll get your life back from the person who's living it for you.
Closer than you think.
There he goes.
Do you have a description of the guy who's living your life for you?
I'm not. I didn't mean that in a literal sense.
What did you mean, if not in a literal sense?
literal.
What did you mean, then, by that fascinating statement?
It's just mean that I'm not doing what I could do.
You don't know who you are?
Yeah.
You could be
Sure.
walking on the moon right now.
You could be moonwalking right now.
Yeah.
Swagger,
Yes.
would you just go to class, please?
I don't have class till 8.
Okay, maybe that's the problem. You have too much time on your hands.
Well, I'm ahead in math.
Okay.
Meteorology is easy.
Well, take this time to maybe talk to a girl. Start the ball rolling. The balls, maybe.
Let's see if you can tutor one of them or something like
Oh,
that.
there you go.
Math?
Yeah, or anything, really.
Because they may,
Or get a tutor.
They may actually be like deceived that you're kind of smart. We know better.
Oh, thank you.
You have that on your side. Most people who see you and meet you for the first time think you're smart. Takes them a while to realize that's not the case, but you're getting smarter.
Well, everybody has to get smarter.
There you go.
People can't get dumber. That'd be stupid.
Look at all this upside you got.
Somebody thinks you're funny back there.
Swagger,
Yes.
have a great day.
Okay.
And we'll talk to you Monday.
I don't know.
Therapy begins at 6:15.
No, I have therapy on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Oh, good. At least you're getting help for it.
Good.
That is good.
We're the free, actual, helpful therapy.
This one is too.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. What's that doctor's name?
It's a friend of mine that's studying psychology and all those head things.
Oh, I see. So it's an Olympic College future therapist helping you out there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that's really big time.
Yeah.
Well,
At
it
least
could
he's
be
getting
worse.
help.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah, it is.
That's his real therapy.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than asking John to take a look at my head.
Okay. I don't even want to respond to that. But the fact that you even consider it. All right, never mind. Swagger, have a great weekend.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, then.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not the typical 19-year-old. We hope.
God, 19 on a Friday. I was like, okay, who can buy beer for me? Who's old enough? Jeez.
Live my life for me. Oh, man.
Well, spring ahead does this to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time of year. You're right, Stephen.
It's like the guy that got out in Shawshank Redemption who didn't want to leave. It's all he knows is prison. It's like Swagger, man. All he knows is that life.
All he knows is misery.
Yeah.
Things are going well.
Uncomfortable at the prospect of any kind of promise.
Can't
Right.
take it. Things are good.
We use them every day, so why not have the convenience of a cell phone on your next long plane trip?
Oh.
I think that as soon as the plane door opens after your flight, you're on your phone, and yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Right.
The FAA and FCC are considering lifting the ban on in-flight cell phone use.
Yeah.
Plus, the feds are auctioning off to phone companies the spectrum of air-to-ground service now used on in-flight phones.
Communications devices can sometimes interfere with each other, and navigational devices, that type of thing. It just might present problems. I don't know that we're ready for at this point.
Yeah, whatever. They always tell me that when I'm listening to my iPod, Terry, and they're about to take off.
Uh-huh.
I say, all right, I'll turn it off. And then I don't turn it off. And then when we're cruising at 38,000 feet, I go, see, we didn't crash, did we?
Yeah.
Liars. Come on, we got experienced pilots in there, right? So if their little navigation stuff gets a little jumbled, they can figure it out, right? Okay, good. I got a really good song playing here.
Yeah.
Don't want to interrupt
Me
it.
playing Dan Fogelberg is going to bring the plane down. Okay, whatever.
I want to hear that on the news. The pilots were up against a guy playing Meet Me Halfway Across the Sky, ironically, by Kenny Loggins. But, Terry, this cell phones on airplanes is looking like it's a guarantee. I mean, a year or two, guaranteed, everyone is going to be chattering away. And that's the only issue here.
Right.
Is, are you ready to be sitting next to someone for 5 hours to Miami, for 6 hours to Hawaii? How long is it to take to fly to Hawaii?
5, 6.
Yeah,
6
5,
hours
6
to
hours
Hawaii.
away, yeah.
And the person next to you is just nonstop talking on the cell phone.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that? Are you cool with that? Can you handle that? That's the only issue. Or are you is it gonna present a situation where someone who's trying to go shut up is gonna shut up, bitch?
Yeah. Well, and
It cause
actually,
air rage.
it could, but I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, kind of take a break from it. It kind of gives you a little break of having to talk all the time. I mean, is it that necessary to be on the phone 24/7?
And that's what you're going to say to the person next to you when they're on the phone the whole flight. You're going to be like, "Is it that necessary for you to talk this whole flight?"
I mean,
well, you do your thing, I'll do mine.
Yeah, I'm here to judge your life, and I don't think you should be on the phone.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it is kind of nice to be able to, either read a book in silence or take a nap.
So you like
whatever.
the sanctuary of the flight. Quiet little...
Yes, I don't think there's... I mean, granted, I don't... Yeah.
So even if the technology is there, you like banning cell phones on planes?
Yes. I don't mind it.
Sounds like an old-timer's point of view to me.
I just think that...
That doesn't bug me. I don't care.
It sounds like an old-timer's point of view until I'm sitting next to the person who just won't shut up on the phone and it's annoying me. But You know how you felt, what was it, about 7, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, when you've heard the first person in the restaurant talking on the cell phone sitting at the table next to you and it bothered you, and now you're just like immune to it. It doesn't even affect you anymore when you hear someone at the next table get a call.
Right.
Now, but the first time, you remember that first time you were in a restaurant and somebody else was on a cell phone and you were just like, that's just rude.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah. And now it doesn't bother you, right?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Because you're used to it.
You're right. You're probably
So my
right.
point is...
Still bothers me.
Well, but the thing is, a restaurant there's a much larger space.
True.
Okay? In an airplane, you can't go anywhere.
Okay, so
In
there's
the
your
restaurant,
answer.
they can excuse themselves.
Yes.
So there's your
you
answer.
can go
Should.
outside and, or you can go to the bathroom.
So your response is Boeing needs to come up with planes 6 times the size, and we'll all be as...
Right, there you go.
We'll all
Little
be...
field out on one of the wings. Here you go standing.
Jeez.
Talking to yourself at lunch isn't any different than talking to someone across from you. If you're on the phone, you talk the same. What's the difference?
Well, and then there are some people who, granted, there are some people who are pretty cool about it. They talk quietly on the phone in a restaurant if they don't excuse themselves. But there are those people who are just loud and obnoxious and like, laughing and
some
carrying on.
tells
And you're
me
like going,
you're going to need to speak up when you're on the plane talking on the cell phone.
right.
But you
They're doing the security thing now. I can't hear you.
Right.
But you can't tell somebody... You can't allow cell phones on planes and say, okay, it's just for emergency calls. If you're going to allow cell phones on planes, you're going to allow cell phones on planes. And people are going to be able to use it at their own discretion. Now, you're going to have the person sitting next to you who just is traveling alone and wants to talk and is talking the whole time. And is, okay, I'll try to be quiet. Yeah, okay, back. Well,
Exactly. And then they say something funny and they just have a horrendous laugh and it's loud and
So
obnoxious.
either you make a decision to ban cell phones, even though the technology is coming around.
Come
across. I said around.
Oh.
Jeez, Dumpy. Get
Get
it right.
together.
It's Friday.
Let's take them out. Cell phones on planes, even though it could present a situation that is highly obnoxious in your direction. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Kilbreth, your vote.
Wow, I'm first.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I think the benefit of it probably outweighs the obnoxiousness.
So you're allowing cell phones on planes.
Yes.
And I second the motion. Terry Free.
Well, I'm the only one. I know. I'm sitting here the only one
you
saying,
little fuddy-duddy.
I am.
Yeah.
That doesn't bug me because I always have an iPod on or something.
Pasty Dave.
Hate the idea.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good. Me and Pasty.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I hate it.
Hate people. What's the problem, Pasty?
You got some 15-year-old that's going to have unlimited minutes and just...
Unlimited minutes. If I don't have unlimited minutes, they shouldn't either. Is that what your problem is?
Just nonstop chatter.
Maybe someday the mogul will get unlimited minutes.
And did you know that Susie's boyfriend cheated on her? And oh my gosh.
That would be the
oh
most
my
exciting conversation I've ever heard.
Oh, but Patty is
I heard
such
a girl
bitch.
talking like that. She was 16 before the plane took off. It was awesome.
It's awesome. See?
She thought she was giving good
If
code.
you could just whack off right there, you would have,
She was
right?
telling her friend, oh, yeah, we didn't do much. We did HJ.
HJ.
Sounds
like good
I
code.
gave him an HJ.
Oh, okay. I gave him an
real,
HJ. Now
real
I got
tough
it.
code to crack, you know.
I was trying to figure out what drug HJ was until you said I gave him an HJ. Oh, I love getting the HJ.
Do ya?
Oh.
Well, Patty does it the best, because
Bring
Susie,
on Patty. Terry's remembering back in her day.
Yeah.
Because Susie told me that Patty did it to Joey, and
Yeah,
oh my
but
gosh.
The problem is that's all beef patty.
Oh.
Patty melt.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back like real food on the planes first before
Yes,
cell phones.
comes the condiments.
absolutely. Bring back real food, then bring the phones on.
Here comes a side of mayo.
Oh, jeez.
On your sourdough.
Mm-hmm. Pasty.
I just don't care. I don't barely like people enough to even sit on the plane with them, let alone listen to their stupid conversations. So,
If you had do you have a lot of people to talk to on the cell phone?
no, I'm not a huge cell phone guy.
What if you're on the plane? You feel like calling up the Twaker?
That'd be a little out of the blue.
All right. No, it's
Hey, what's up?
accusing
I'm on a
you.
plane.
I'm flying. Isn't that cool?
wish you could, too.
All right, so the cell phone motion passes on a vote of 3-2.
Yes, it does.
Let it be reflected on the record that Pasty Dave and Terry Free want no cell phone access on airplanes.
And that damn rock and roll music's got to go.
Mm-hmm. Pasty Dave, a 29-year-old pasty virgin white boy.
I can go 5 hours without using the phone. I can wait till I learn.
Okay.
You hear a
take little
phone ring and
break.
everybody's getting out of their seats. Is it in my bag? Where is it?
I know.
What about international flights, then? What if you're going with the mogul to Italy and you want to call somebody back in the mainland?
It's
Should have stayed in the mainland.
even longer.
damn
You
it.
got to listen to someone talk, and you don't want it.
So you're banning that, too?
In Italian, probably.
What about when the mogul decides to take you to the moon? Are you, are you allowed cell phone access then?
Maybe the moon.
There could be some good coverage up there, though.
The mogul eventually is
That's
going to
where it
step
all
up and say, family, we've gone everywhere in the world.
But the moon.
Look at this brochure. We're going to the moon.
David, get your trunks. We're heading out.
David, get your trunk.
Do they have twin beds for me and Sissy?
Just going to say, am I sharing a room with Sissy?
You guys are going to have your own crater. It should be great.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Wow.
Oh.
The moon, that'd be cool.
Get a picture in front of the flag.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the moon.
Or New Mexico. One or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sounds
bet
good.
in a couple of hotel rooms on a couple of family trips, you've looked into each other's eyes and said, Sissy, we've been to the moon. I don't know what that means, but anyhow.
I mean, is it obnoxious when somebody, like, if you're, Hotshot says, he just puts his headsets on and listens, but there may be that one person sitting next to you who, like, regardless if you have your headset on or whatever, wants to strike up a conversation with you.
Well, that's why you have your headset on, so you don't make it like you hear them.
Well,
and
some
you
people
really
just-
don't. You got those Bose deals, right?
Yeah, nip that in the bud early, man.
That's right. Who wants to talk to people?
That's annoying. People who just put their headphones on the minute they sit down.
It's annoying. People just feel like that you're required to talk to them.
Well, if you don't want to, you just say a quick hello, and then you move on with your life. You
No,
don't need
because
to-
you get that look.
What's that look?
That look like you're obnoxious for not wanting to talk to them. Like they have something so important to say to you and you didn't want to hear it.
I don't think it's important. It's just, idle chitter chatter.
I pull the blanket up over my head. Good sign. I'm not interested.
When I put the blanket around my neck,
Tie it to the ceiling.
that may be a sign that I'm not interested in talking to you.
Well, then
A new study.
What you'll do what now?
Well, then I'll crawl over you to go to the bathroom 50 times.
Well, luckily I got the window, so now what? Always
I'll
take a
still
window.
crawl over you.
Something tells me you would.
A new study from Carnegie Mellon University says many passengers are already using cell phones on board planes in flight. The study says those calls can interfere with a plane's global positioning system. But the FCC says new phone technology should be able to get past that hurdle, and we may be talking it up 3,000 feet up soon.
Right.
That would just
3,000?
be nonstop chatter the whole time, and I don't.
I think it meant 30,000.
It needs to be higher than 3,000 feet, I hope.
Yeah, right above a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, Mount Rainier!
I guess he was talking about cell phones on kites.
Yeah, unless you're in your clubhouse.
This guy he doesn't listen back to his own report.
3,000.
Or assuming he did. He didn't catch that?
Guess not.
3,000 feet. Well, Mayday, Mayday.
But the FCC says new phone technology should be able to get past that hurdle, and we may be talking it up 3,000 feet up soon.
Oh, jeez.
That would just be nonstop chatter the whole time, and I don't.
3,000 feet and up?
I don't know.
Or did he just make a mistake?
He's got a big tree house.
He just made a mistake.
He's got a big
3,000 feet up soon.
That would just be nonstop chatter the whole time, and I don't think that would be a very good idea.
Something tells me you got the kind of voice that'd be the chatterer, not the one sitting next to the chatterer, Terry.
People so scared of hearing other people talk. Big deal. Who cares? Oh, I can't hear that. Oh, it's going to really bug me. I don't want to hear a conversation.
All right.
Jesus.
Hey,
okay.
You don't like it? Put headphones on. They're not that expensive. Like $20. God. People are so worried. So
if you got
scared.
the headphones I'm thinking you got, you paid like $200.
Yeah, but not everybody has to. You can get a pair of
Yeah,
headphones.
big ball.
I guess.
he is.
Yeah,
Big
I'm the rich one on the show.
Yeah.
No wonder you're not worried about the chatter.
That's right.
You got the noise cancellation headphones.
Most headphones will cancel noise if you turn them up high enough.
Wow. Okay.
Your expensive headphones in first class, your big cushy seat.
Oh, jeez. I can hear the captain with a very important message.
I was born with the big cushy seat.
Oh, jeez. It also acts as a flotation device, Stephen.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
That's why I sit by those type of people.
Yeah, but you don't need Bose headphones to hear things in your ears.
Wow.
You can buy a $20 pair that work just fine.
That would just be nonstop chatter the whole time, and I don't think that would be a very good idea.
As long as it still creates like a safe environment for like the pilots and stuff like that, then I don't think it should be a problem.
Whatever.
At least passengers will have something to talk about.
Right.
At SeaTac Airport. Brian Callahan.
Oh, okay, Brian.
3,000 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
About time we get credit someone for the report. What else is going on in this world besides cell phones on airplanes, Terry? What else do we have to look forward to in this?
Looks like
fascinating world of ours.
Looks like Matt LeBlanc is
Fascinating.
headed for divorce
Ah.
after 3 quick years of marriage. And he and his wife, Melissa McKnight.
Is it just a reek of his wife just not impressed with his new series or what?
Well, they got canceled?
Was it canceled?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Way to hang in there with your hubby.
It was like literally right after it got canceled. It
Yeah,
filed.
they separated.
That's true love, isn't it? Right after your series gets canceled.
Yeah.
Your wife says, oh, and by the way, marriage canceled.
Right. Well, they do have a 2-year-old daughter who, by the way, does suffer from a rare brain disorder called cortical dysplasia.
Nice.
And then she had 2 children previously.
Oh, by the way, honey, marriage, not going to make it to the fall season either.
Ooh. Might have been like replacement run or anything. Just done.
Done.
I mean, please, just try to make it seem like you're sticking it out with the man that you claim to love for some period of time, so it doesn't crush him completely.
Yeah.
Don't you owe him that?
I guess.
Don't women feel like they owe men anything, Terry?
Nah, probably not. But when you're done, you're done, I guess.
I mean, please. Can you suffer, even assuming she's suffering? And something tells me she's not in like this unbelievable state of suffering.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Whether she's not in love or whatever the case may be, she's not suffering. Can you please try to stick it out another year with the guy just so it doesn't reek of his show got canceled and now I'm leaving you?
Okay.
Doesn't he deserve that?
Well,
Poor Matt LeBlanc.
Maybe he turned into a bear when he knew his show was canceled.
Oh, he turned into an intolerable, cruel husband.
That could
have been.
Mm-hmm.
Very well could have been.
This never happened to Schwimmer.
He was too proud to have, people from Friends guest star. He should have done it.
Right.
Gimmicky ratings are still ratings.
Friends cast members were willing to guest star, and he said no?
I assume.
Don't assume. That show was pretty insufferable.
They wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah, she actually may have suffered through enough having to watch that show every week there.
Right.
We had the option of not watching that show every week.
But she didn't.
But she, as the wife, obviously had to watch the show every week. And that may be a bit of suffering enough.
Right.
Kind of awkward if she didn't watch it. So, what did you think about the show last night?
What else is on there? I was watching that.
Oh, that's right. You have a show. God.
Oh, the TiVo guy must have screwed up because I said it. I really did.
I think I've seen every episode. It's pretty bad.
Oh, my God.
You've seen every episode,
I
Joey?
think so.
Because your wife loves it.
She's fascinated. She hates it, but she still watches it.
Right?
And she loves Friends. She just keeps waiting for Jennifer Aniston to poke her head around the corner. Ain't happening. Stop watching now.
Jennifer Aniston has other things to do.
But I didn't hear that. Joey has been officially canceled.
Yeah, January.
January is his last...
was when it was canceled.
Oh, yeah, January's passed.
Oh, but they ran episodes past January, didn't they?
Yeah, but I guess they got the news that we will, no
not
longer
be renewing you. Yeah.
Well, the one lady on the show, she's already on another show. That's a pretty good sign. Stifler's mom is already on a new show.
Oh.
Jeez.
So we'll never know if he hooks up with that blonde girl in the apartment complex, huh?
Well, they hooked up.
Well, they hooked up, but whether they
fill you
live
in after the
together.
show.
Yeah. No, whether they end up together.
Oh,
Well, we call
I know
your
they
wife
hooked
and she
up,
can
but-
fill us all in what's going on.
Mona?
Hello.
Mona will never be canceled.
No.
Never.
As much as we desperately try. Yes, Mona.
How's it going?
All right, Mona.
I was calling because, I got an email from Gay, and I felt kind of bad because, he told me how disappointed he was in me, and when I told him to get over his little bout of depression.
Why does he have to take up an issue or a fight with everybody?
I know.
I don't know.
Well,
Because he wants people to feel bad.
What possibly could he have written to you that would have been a challenging kind of email, or what have you done to him?
I guess because I told him to just get over it and move on, I guess. And I feel bad because it's like I just basically wanted to tell him that there's going to be a lot more going on just the rest of his life other than just that little part of.
But when you did that, it was
bad. I feel bad.
You did that to kind of pep him up. You did that as
Right. And he didn't like that. He wants her, because she's had the same surgery, to go, oh, yes, Gay, I felt that way, too, and
I don't even know what we're talking about. What
Remember
happened?
when he called and he
up.
had the little depression about
he was
going,
regretting
I
it.
can't do it, I regret
Yeah,
this.
she said, just get over it. It'll get better. That's all she said.
He had that moment of, I wish I could go back and pretend like I never did this surgery.
Right.
And
Right.
she told him
him
on
up.
the air in an effort
Get
to
over
try to to try to pump him back up in an effort to try to make him feel as though he could move on and be fine, encouraging him. Right. She said, try to get over it, and he takes that as
something negative.
Negative.
It wasn't
and
being on his side.
He writes her an email with scathing comments.
To make her feel bad.
Because he's a man who burns every bridge he's ever crossed if he hadn't crushed it while he was crossing it.
And she's actually had the surgery, so she can kind of relate. So it's not just some random listener telling him to get over it.
And so he thinks that because she's had that surgery that she should be more empathetic to him.
Mm-hmm.
And granted she was, but in a different way.
Right.
Because she had to get over it and she knew it. So
the email said some real mean things or what?
Well, no, it didn't say anything mean. It just said he was disappointed in me and
that
I was rude.
Somebody who's actually supportive.
That's worse than saying mean things.
Yeah. No, I'm so disappointed.
Exactly. Who does he think he is? I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, and like I said, I felt bad, but it's like further, like a year after the surgery, it's going to be even more pressure on him because it's going to be a lot.
That's more condescending and mean than him calling her a dyke bitch or something like that.
I know.
No, he didn't do that.
I know, but that would have been less worse.
Right.
That's all right? Yeah. Than him saying, I'm disappointed in you, Mona.
Right.
Mona!
Yeah.
Don't feel bad, Mona. You're fine.
Yeah.
Don't even succumb to his,
You should be praised for supporting him all this time.
Mona gives me a boner.
Oh, jeez. How are you, Mona?
I'm fine.
You didn't let that affect you, did you?
No, I just, like I said, I felt bad because I know.
Oh, jeez.
Don't feel bad.
What are you feeling bad for?
Time during the day, he's not working, so he worries about himself all day. So
the worst thing it said was that he's disappointed in you.
Yeah, he's disappointed, and it was, I just wanted to let him know that that's not the way I meant it. I just wanted to tell him that.
Why do you got to let him know? Yeah. Why do you even bother at this point after he wrote that email to you?
Because I like him. I mean, he's always been nice to me, and I've always been nice to him. I just,
Because you're a nice person and you actually care about people. Whereas he, on the other hand, just wants to make you feel guilty because
because he's a bastard.
Because you're not doing
and always will be.
Right.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. You know what? And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning.
I wish you could walk a day in my shoes.
Yeah. You don't know what it's like.
Yes, bastard.
Oh.
Wow.
Whatever.
How do you take on Mona? She's like the
nicest.
Okay, you know what? I sent the woman an email because I was upset.
You know what?
Because the day that I called in, that obviously I was really down, all I heard from her was, get over it. I didn't hear, get over it, you've got other stuff that you'll get through, and later on it'll be okay. No, all I heard was, all I can really say is, get over it.
She's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. I still wanted to let her know that I was surprised that she called in, and that's all she said.
The only reason she's one of the few people still talking to you after you go on one of your tirades towards them is that she's like the nicest fat-turned-skinny dyke in the world.
And a good cookie maker.
Yes, and a hell of a cookie maker.
And an even better eater.
So why you feel the need to be mean to one of the nicest people in the world is beside...
Okay, I wasn't being mean. I was explaining how I felt that day.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to try and bring her down to your misery level.
No, not at all. And if she would have responded to the email instead of calling in, we could have discussed
I did respond.
Yeah, but then you have to call in, too.
Oh, geez.
Only
He's
because
not done
I
with
felt
it.
bad.
Yeah.
That was
He's
I
got
felt
more
bad.
for her.
Right.
No, I understand that,
Love
but
it.
next time, why don't you let me respond to your response first?
Oh.
Well, why don't you read her response?
Have I had a chance this morning, Terry?
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Jesus Christ, you're going home at 10 o'clock. Let me at least wake up, okay?
Hey, Lo, you got a cushy life, Lo!
Yeah, who's got a cushy life? I didn't get handed, some money to get surgery and hanging out, just chilling, trying to lose 30, 40, 50, 200 pounds, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah?
Let's talk cushy life.
Whatever.
I just felt bad, Gay, that
When you think cushy life, you think gay phone operator.
Yeah, you think cushy everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Not for long.
Big cush ball.
Mona,
yes.
do you realize now maybe you shouldn't bother?
Well, no, because he's a human being too. I enjoy listening to him on the radio. I like him.
Oh, you're the one.
Yeah, you're the one.
You know what? Whatever.
We heard there was somebody on
I
there.
felt that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's going through another one of those right now. I'll tell you that right now.
Gonna get another email, Mona.
Yeah, Mona, you're going to...
He used to have the stamina to hang in there and never hang up.
Right.
Those days are over. He's a quick hanger-upper now.
Ah, he's out of breath.
First sign of major trouble, or any kind of trouble during the conversation, and he hangs up.
He's like Bronny, the quicker hanger-upper.
Exactly what I was thinking.
And he doesn't get stronger when he's wet.
Oh, jeez. Terry, you might want to check with some of the people on the chat line about that.
Yeah, maybe the bathhouse.
Right. Mona.
Well, nothing can handle that much wetness.
Wow.
See, here's the difference between you and him. You're one of the nicest people in the world.
Okay.
Okay? I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All
Great
right.
baker, too, as Stephen pointed out.
Yes.
You're more than welcome down any time with those cookies.
Yeah, I think that was a subtle hint.
All right, Mona.
Don't worry about it, Mona.
Yes, and that's the reason we put you on the air is not because you're one of the nicest people in the world. Actually, it makes you pretty boring. I put you on the air because I love saying, Mona.
That's it.
That's the only
That's
reason.
pretty much all it takes for me.
Okay.
All right, baby?
All right.
Take care, Mona.
Bye.
Mona! Mona! She's gone.
She should learn to focus her energy on other people.
Right.
Mona! Wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, Terry. Mona!
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Look at what he does. Why does he have to needle people? Oh,
It's beyond needling, Terry. That's a nice way of putting it.
jeez.
She needs to just focus.
Pitchfork him.
Okay.
Focus more on her softball team. Sure, she's on one.
Yes.
Wow. Kills me.
He's a strange guy.
Yeah. Well,
Always will be. Whether he's 400 pounds, 900 pounds, 100 pounds, Terry. One thing will be consistent. Strangest guy in the world. There's no surgery for that. There's no lap band for that.
Supermodel charged with assault.
Naomi Campbell charged with second-degree assault in New York. Her housekeeper says Campbell hit her in the head with a cell phone.
Apparently, Campbell said that she thought the housekeeper stole some jeans, some expensive jeans, I would imagine, that she wanted to wear on Oprah. So that is the backstory on that one.
It's nice that the housekeeper wears the same size jeans as Naomi Campbell, Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people wear Naomi's size, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
This is not the first time Naomi Campbell's been accused of bashing people in the head with cell phones, Terry.
No, I know.
That seems to be her weapon of choice.
Yeah.
She's the Alexander Graham Bell wheeler.
I guess so.
She'll crack you. She hit this housekeeper so hard, they're reporting this morning in the paper, that the housekeeper needed, what does it say here, 6 staples? 6 staples in her head. Not stitches. Staples. We got that.
And they also say it was self-inflicted. Yeah, right.
Well, that's
Her
Naomi Campbell's
defense.
representative's
Yeah.
best defense. That the housekeeper did not get bashed in the head by Naomi Campbell. It's self-inflicted.
Yeah.
A lot of times I bash my head hard enough that I open my own head.
Yeah, that needs attention. 6 staples. Ooh. I mean, oh, honey, I did it again.
You really got to make this convincing. Oh, jeez, this really hurts.
Is that why you wear the helmet?
Oh, my gosh.
Naomi Campbell has had anger management problems also in the past.
Mm-hmm.
She's had moments in and out of drug dependency little clinics, Terry.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we all, I'm sure, can relate to the moments when our housekeepers aren't getting it done and the cook hasn't put the hot meal on the table in time. And you need to bash the staff around a little bit, you know?
I guess so.
Show 'em who's boss, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Swiffer and beat him with it?
Obviously, she didn't mean too much harm when she was just hitting her around with the cell phone. I mean, I don't think many people are willing to
Throw the cell phone?
to use the cell phone as a weapon, Terry. You lose your numbers.
Oh, I
You-
know.
A lot of important numbers in there.
Yeah.
Too valuable.
It is.
Screw that.
I mean, and what do? You go back to the cell phone provider and go, I don't know. Well, I threw it against some dude's head and it broke all apart.
Oh, jeez. Just give her the jeans.
Okay. Well, they were a pair of jeans she wanted to wear on Oprah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oprah's like, I haven't had you on for 6 years. What are you talking about?
You weren't going to be on the show.
You're not coming on the show.
You're psycho.
What are you going to come on the show to talk about? Oh, we are doing Psychos.
Yeah.
Were you raped or molested or anything? No?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we don't need you.
Yeah. Well, she went on Tyra Banks' show, by the way.
No, is that right?
Her and Naomi.
That's the next progression from Oprah's show. Tyra Banks' show. God.
Tyra wanted to confront her and her
All right.
catty ways.
So there it is. Naomi Campbell was booked yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Not just accused, Terry. She was booked on the charge of assault with a deadly cell phone.
Jeez.
Don't make me pull this antenna out. What?
You got to be able to trust your staff, though. I mean, they can't be stealing stuff from you.
All right. It's a fair point, Stephen. I know you.
Good to know you have
I got them all in check.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that feeds you grapes.
Yeah.
Fans you.
Speaking of being in check, Terry, we have 4 passes to give away to the Global Import, Domestic, and Import Car Show. How's that for a segue?
You.
That's right.
Ow.
1-866-663-T-Man. That show is on Saturday, May 13th. Chameleonaire, little flip. We're spinning the rim for $93,000 in cash, and we are spinning the preliminary rim for 4 free passes right now.
Hold on.
Don't make me come up with the cell phone, Stephen.
I was eating Triscuits during the break, so I was going to go. So
that room will be.
Could you have had a worse food to spin a rim with? And
well, hey, I forgot it was coming up.
Let the Triscuits go flying. Come on. Triscuited wallpapered studio.
I know, nice.
Where it stops, nobody knows.
Oh, it's so good.
Triscuits.
Who the hell eats Triscuits?
Yeah, it's a weird snack.
What are you, Sandy Duncan?
And nothing on them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, plain, yep. Nothing on them. Wow. A whole box.
Just pull some grass out of the ground, man. Steve.
Reduced fat Triscuits.
Stick your whole arm in there. Let me hear it. I don't believe you really have them. Ah, there it is.
About the whole box?
Well, yeah.
Can you even get your wrist in there or what?
You can get your... Yeah. I mean, the box poofs out a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Kind of like the rest of you. Which is why you're eating Triscuits.
That's right.
You're trying.
I do try.
You try real hard.
I do.
I see you with bags of carrots. It's just not
a bag
working.
of carrots, too.
Yeah, but you have to wonder, I mean, at some point the weight's coming on from somewhere. Because he does eat healthy at work.
He eats healthy all the time at work. The worst thing I've ever seen him eat at work is like a bag of pretzels.
Yeah. I think it's a facade.
He brings little Ziploc bags of carrots
and fruit,
yogurt and fruit and Triscuits.
But then
and yet he's got this Kilbreath Pudge thing going on.
Yeah, it's all a facade.
Because then he goes home and makes this huge meal, and potatoes are always included in
Don't
everything.
forget about the fat burger run on the way home.
Oh, that's true. That's why.
You wouldn't be. I mean, there's no point to be sitting around eating carrots and Triscuits if you're just going to ruin it during the rest of the day, right?
Well, I don't think I ruin it really all that much.
All right, so my point is, why aren't you losing weight?
I'm not sure.
But you've put on weight, right? I mean, you admit to that.
Oh, jeez.
Well, yeah.
So it's not working, whatever you're doing.
Well, I haven't, I've been up to my regular exercise regimen as I usually was, but...
What is that?
How can a person really follow through with the diet, eat the Triscuits, eat the carrots, stick with it, and not lose weight?
Well, what else am I supposed to eat in the morning? I don't find anything else enjoyable.
I'm wondering why it's not working. What's the problem?
That's the point, is that we wonder why it's not working.
Right.
Why isn't it working?
I don't know.
Do you stick with it for long periods of time, or what?
What do you mean, do I stick with it for long periods of time?
When you
Every morning,
when
it's
you
what stuff I eat.
Well, then why are the pounds coming off?
Somewhere. They're coming from somewhere.
Well, like Terry said, I probably eat too much at dinner. I would imagine.
This turkey meatloaf is just loaded with calories.
Well,
I would imagine it is,
He does have large meals, with everything at the end of the day, and then probably doesn't, go outside and take a walk.
And the fact that he's on his 12th box of Triscuits this morning is not probably a good thing.
Right. It's not just one box.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of Triscuit,
Mm-hmm.
But if you saw him just eat at work, you'd think he's the healthiest guy in the world.
Healthiest guy. Nobody healthier ever in the world.
But you're gaining weight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gaining like a lot of weight. Just I've gained a little bit. I had gained a little pregnancy weight.
Oh, jeez.
How much is a little bit?
I don't know, but
The pregnancy's over now.
bit.
You realize that?
I realize that, yeah,
Okay.
but unfortunately I didn't have a baby. So
And your wife lost
Still
all
there.
of hers.
So that's what you need. You need to have a baby. I see. All right. Anna,
Hi.
what's up?
What's up?
What can I do for you?
I was trying to get the tickets to the car show.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow. Wasn't that interesting?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for checking in.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Jeremy.
Try back at 2 with Shelley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You have to be a little more forceful than that. Or something.
What? You want her to throw us?
I don't know. Make me have to go out and get a couple of staples at least. Jeremy,
Hey, what's going on, T-Man?
what's up?
What's up?
What can I do for you?
Nothing. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. Thought we already been through that.
Yeah, but
No? Yes?
I was wondering if I could get hit me up with some tickets to the Global Import Show.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And you want to go why?
because
You just
I'm
gotta-
into imports. I love the cars, and I don't have a car myself. I'm trying to just fantasize and just.
Well, there isn't a shuttle to the Tacoma Dome on that day. You realize that, right? You have to get yourself there somehow.
Well, yeah, I got 4 of my friends. They have cars.
Well, one of them's going to have to wait in the parking lot because you only got 4 passes. And if you have 4 friends, that's 5 of you, right?
Oh yeah, I gotta make some choices.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Are you all right? How come you don't have a car there, Jeremy?
I don't know. I had a job at Slaveway. And
How old are you?
I'm 18 now.
18. All right, you can be 18 out of a car.
That makes sense.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Yes. Very acceptable, Jeremy.
Yeah.
You have a girlfriend?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. No car, no girlfriend.
Wow.
Usually goes hand in hand.
Really?
I think they have to do something together. I don't know.
Yes. What do you have, Jeremy?
Not much.
All right. What's your most prideful possession in your world right now, Jeremy?
Probably the Xbox.
Xbox. You have an Xbox. All right.
All right.
You got any games to go with the Xbox or no? You just stare at it all day.
Not even. I traded in some games to get just one game, but
Mm-hmm. But do you rent or what? Do they still have Blockbusters you can rent
yeah.
that or what?
no, they're pretty old.
Uh-huh. So what do you... All right. I won't push Jeremy. I'll give you 4 passes to the car show. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Yes.
Woo, congratulations.
Jeremy's in. Maybe his whole life changes there, Terry.
What?
Maybe he leaves the car show with a new set of wheels, an import model.
Oh, that would be great. Get an import model, and the next thing you know, car right behind it.
Yeah, I really need that $93,000.
$93,000. I forgot about that.
Oh, sweet deal.
Got to pay for Seattle University. That stuff's expensive.
Is that where you're going?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I have enough money for that.
But do you have enough grades for that?
Yeah.
You do.
There you go. Cool.
All right. If you say so. You've been
either grades or money. Take your pick.
You've been accepted to Seattle U?
Yeah.
All right. Well, your parents just called thanking us for getting you out of the house. So hang on the line. All right. You still there, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
All right. He's worn out.
Yeah, he is.
Did they really call?
That's really embarrassing. I don't want to say my name. Yeah, maybe he took me literally. His parents really didn't call Tara. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. But something tells me they're happy to get him out of the house. Though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Why don't you go to that Seattle University or something?
When your Xbox is your biggest prized possession,
Mm-hmm.
probably spending a lot of time at home.
Right?
Yeah. Friends get tired of having to drive you everywhere.
Jose. Jose.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Not much.
What can I do for you?
I'm trying to get these import tickets.
Well, I just gave them away.
No bonus tickets.
Whoa.
No way, Jose.
Turn your radio down, Jose.
Are you serious?
You just heard me. You had your radio up. You just heard me give them away. Why are you asking me if I'm serious? What, you think that's just a dress rehearsal for you, the real caller?
You don't have any more tickets?
Well, we have tons of tickets, Jose.
Well, can I get a pair?
No!
Oh, come on.
I just gave them away.
That's messed up.
Why is it messed up?
Because I called and...
Tickets have to be given away in some orderly fashion. It can't just be some ticket giveaway free-for-all. You agree, Jose, or what?
I'm sorry?
You believe in a disorderly society, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll give you some tickets. Hang on.
Wow.
How many you want?
How's 4 sound?
4?
I don't want to be greedy.
All right. Doesn't want to be
I don't want to
greedy?
be greedy.
Yeah.
It's very nice of you, Jose.
I mean, you get 4 to the other guy. I don't want to get 4.
Do you have a girlfriend or a wife or something like that?
I got a girl.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you sound too convincing about that? Okay. Does she know you have her?
I do have
or she knows too well. How serious are you with this girl?
I'm pretty serious.
Mm-hmm. And you have a car?
Yes, I do.
Woo! Just blasting the last caller away, aren't you, Jose?
I'm sorry?
Leaving him in the dust, aren't you, Jose? You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Not really.
Okay. Are you married or you said you have a girl?
He's got a girl.
I have a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do.
You live with her?
Do I live with her? No.
All right. How long you been seeing her?
About 8 months.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're having intercourse regularly or what?
I'm sorry?
You having sex with her?
Of course.
How's that working out?
It's good.
Is she any good?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes her so good?
What?
What makes her so good?
Everything.
What do you mean everything?
Everything she does. All different, it's all the same. It's all good.
What does she do?
Anything I want.
Really?
Anything.
She's never turned down a request of yours, and you're just throwing them out like crazy.
Yep.
Do this, do that, do the other thing. Bang, bang, bang. Done, done, done.
That's how it is.
Really?
Whoa.
That's how he rolls, man.
Hell yeah.
You lay back, she does all the work?
I'm sorry?
You just lay back, she does all the work? One of those deals or what?
Some of the time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She licked some nasty crevices of yours or what?
Lick some nasty what?
Crevices.
Crevices?
Yes.
Not yet.
Jose, you better turn down that radio.
Yeah.
Big bull crap, I got a girl of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Kilbreth is now, after hearing the last couple of minutes of conversation, is doubting whether you have a girlfriend or not, Jose.
Who is?
Stephen Kilbreth.
Oh, I do have a girl,
He doesn't seem like you sound like the kind of guy who could just snap your fingers and have a woman do anything you desire.
It just seems like he's giving the answers that, he's not...
I wouldn't say any woman, but my woman, yeah.
He didn't. We weren't talking about any woman. We were talking about your woman.
Oh,
He doesn't
yeah.
think that you'd be the kind of guy who'd have a woman that you'd be able to...
Period.
Oh, geez. That you'd be able to just throw out there anything that you have on your mind, and she would be so willing to do it just because you are who you are, Jose, her boyfriend.
Yep,
That's the case.
that is the case.
Well, you better convince Stephen Kilbreth he doesn't believe you.
Oh, that's his problem, not mine.
Where'd you find her?
Where'd I find her? Here in Washington.
Really?
I don't think that's true. I think it's your problem. I think if you have a girlfriend willing to do anything, the best part of it is convincing people that it's true.
Oh, I mean, I would bring her over, but, I mean, she's in Texas right now.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
She just joined the Air Force, so.
Oh, isn't that convenient? What's so great about having a woman willing to do anything that you're interested in having her do if she's not even around to do it?
Well, that just makes it much better when she gets home.
Whatever. Keep telling yourself that, son.
And he said they had sex all the time, too.
Yeah, he did.
So how long have you been apart?
Jose, you are the bullcrap girlfriend caller of the day.
Wow, yeah.
You can't even produce a girlfriend within 3 states of where we are.
I'm pretty sure I
Jose,
could.
And we're the
I'm pretty
bullcrap
sure I
ticket
could,
givers of the day.
that means I have to give your global import and domestic car show tickets to like someone. How many states away is Texas? About 6, 7 states?
Something like
9,
that,
10
yeah.
states?
Well, she's not going to be here. I'm going to be here.
That means 9th caller
Wow.
from Jose gets the tickets.
Sorry, Jose.
Count the states.
4.
That's it?
I think 4, yeah.
Oh, seems like it's got to be a lot further than that.
Well,
All right.
Texas.
I'm not very good with geography.
Well, are you going across and then down, or are you trying to do a straight
I
line?
do it like as a bird fly, Stephen.
Well, I'm just trying to figure it out. Well, there's Idaho.
I want to make a right angle.
Count them up, Stephen.
Uh-huh.
Well, Colorado, right? And then you go south to Texas.
Really?
I think so.
3 states?
I think it's 4. I mean, you go
Arizona,
Utah. And, well, you don't have to go through Arizona if you don't want to.
Let's go the longest route.
Yeah.
How about that?
Start New Jersey.
Do a straight line. I think you wouldn't hear
How about we just end the conversation? How about that?
Maybe Nevada.
Okay. Jose,
Yes.
what are you going to do now that she's gone?
I work all the time.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I'm a plumber.
Okay, but for a man who was so just used to getting his plumbing taken care of whenever he felt the need to have it taken care of by his girl, who was so willing to do whatever he said he wanted sexually, all of a sudden to wake up one morning and realize she's gone and in the Air Force, how do you get over that bit of a change?
Oh,
That's got to be a dramatic little bit of a change for your social life.
I take care of it myself. I mean...
Yeah, but taking care of it yourself can only go so far. You had a woman who you just said was willing to do anything, Jose. Anything. You know what anything implies? I got my mind just wandering about how far everything goes.
Well, I mean,
Jose.
it's hard to deal with, but I get used to it.
Jose.
Yes.
Why don't you just admit to me, T-Man, I just was trying to say the things that I thought maybe you wanted to hear, because I wanted those tickets really bad. And I'm sorry I got so deep into this conversation. It didn't really go where I intended it to go. Can I just get
I'm telling you the truth, though.
Can I just get on the line with Pasty Dave so I can secure my tickets? If you say that to me right now, we end the conversation, we just get a quick little laugh, and we move on with our lives.
Nice little chuckle.
Because it's hard.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you weren't, Jose. Come on.
Oh, that's messed up.
When I ask you, Jose,
Yeah.
to give me some ideas of the things that she was willing to do when you put them out there on request, you haven't even given me any ideas of what they were.
Well, she's willing to go down to...
It wasn't going to be that bad. Go ahead, Jose. I'm sorry. When you asked her what now?
She's willing...
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, yeah.
I thought we were having an emergency.
I was like, what the hell?
Wow, that's a great impression.
I was pretending like he was saying something really dirty. Yes, what's that now, Jose? When you ask her what now? Huh? What was that? Are you there?
I think Jose really needs these tickets.
Go ahead, Jose. Yeah, anytime you want to hang up, that'd be fun, Jose.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. I really want these tickets.
What do you ask her to do?
What do I ask her to do?
Tell me already, Jesus.
Oh?
Sooner or later, somebody's going to be like, I'll just buy my own damn tickets.
She's going to ride me when she gets home while I'm driving.
Wow, let me tell you, I never heard of such a thing. I only read about that.
Riding dirty.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my name right there, Dirty.
Okay.
She's going to be riding dirty.
Yeah, it's a good one. Maybe someone will write a song about that. So that's your biggest
Hey, I had
request?
my name before they came out with that song.
Yeah, I believe it. So that's your biggest request?
That's what I want right now is the tickets.
Well, I'm not your girlfriend. I don't fulfill your every request, Jose.
Well, I mean...
I ain't going to ride either.
If you can get me that, forget the tickets. If you can get my girl up here, forget the tickets.
I'm not getting your girl up here.
It's not about your girl right now.
Well, it is.
Well.
Don't help out, Terry. Anyway.
She's 5 states away.
It's 5. We're up to 5 now.
Well, it's a straight line from Seattle to Houston. You would cross 5 states, counting Washington and Texas.
Jose.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you tickets.
No?
You think at this point all you've been through, I would be ending this call on a positive note? I don't feel like I want to, though. All right.
Well, he's the second winner anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe another time.
All righty then,
All right,
I
dear.
guess.
All right, take care, man.
Put him in the hopper for Monday.
Okay, bye. Throwing stuff out there like my girlfriend's willing to do anything I say. I guess technically he's right. He doesn't have any ideas.
Yeah.
Move to Texas.
Okay, did that.
Man, don't we wish we all had girlfriends like that.
Leave for 3 weeks.
Move as far away as this over here. Whatever that state is, move there. Okay.
The T-Man.
Police in Olympia are looking for the person who's been shooting at cars with a high-powered BB gun.
Oh.
The shooter hit at least 3 cars driving down State Avenue this morning.
Yeah.
The shots shattered windows on 2 cars and put a dent in a 3rd.
Yeah.
It is the 2nd time this week a BB gun has been used to shoot at cars on that street.
That's tempting, though. I mean, you got a BB gun in the house. You got a window.
Mm-hmm.
You see a passing car.
Okay. You just have to kind of.
I'm not saying you have to.
But.
I never said have to.
Right.
You live in Olympia.
Never said probably. You live in Olympia. You got to put this all together, Terry.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's tempting.
Mm.
It's not like this person's the Capitol Hill sniper or
No.
whatever the label is for the dude who did the deal last Sunday morning. You ready to go to the rave tonight, by the way?
Oh, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I got my glow stick and my pacifier.
It's going to be a little bit of an edgy rave scene tonight, or what? I bet you they get as good a turnout as last week.
Oh, I'm sure they
if
will.
not a little better.
Probably.
But not to say they're not going to be on edge a tiny bit.
Some were canceled, too.
Some were canceled?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Just because of the overall
To honor the
feeling of
victims.
animosity, or not, or just being on edge, or what?
I guess, yeah, I heard that on the news.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to tribute those that passed last week.
That could be, yes.
I see. Not because they're a little bit filled with angst.
No.
I see.
I think it was more of a random situation.
Right. What if the twin brother just showed up, the identical twin brother just showed up at the rave this weekend? I mean, nothing technically can keep him away, right?
True.
Just felt like going, hanging out.
Right.
That might be a little scary.
Yeah, I would say so.
Hey, where's the after party? I mean, he's not a criminal, Terry.
No, he's not.
He's not done anything wrong.
That would be. Oof.
He's the brother of the identical twin brother. Maybe the one who did what he did last weekend had some serious mental illness, and the identical twin that's still alive has none of that and wants to go to the rave. Can't keep him away legally, Terry.
No.
But it'd be a little bit of a situation, wouldn't you think?
I would say yes.
I think he'd be asking for a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
a tad.
He doesn't need that in his life. He's got enough.
Huh.
I actually think he's probably smarter than that.
Why do I think of these things?
Because you're you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. So you never thought of that?
No. I'm
that
thinking
he can go.
Well, that he can
what,
go.
What
but
would happen if he did?
Oh, no.
That
I'm
never
not,
crossed your mind?
No, I'm thinking that even though he has the option to go,
Right.
that he's optioning out because he's smart like that, knowing that it's probably not a good environment for him to be in.
It's probably tough for him to go anywhere, really.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Well, I mean, I don't think he'd be jumped or anything. I think it would be the nice, cordial move to maybe not show up at that scene,
Right.
given the circumstances.
Right. Yeah.
He wants to go out. Go to Cowgirls Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your night.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be like Jeffrey Dahmer's twin brother hitting the all-you-can-eat ribs at Applebee's or something.
Right.
You know, it's like, you don't need to see that.
I see.
Biting flesh off of bones.
Whoa.
Yes.
Do they have that there?
I don't know.
Fortunately, those affected by that situation, Jeffrey Dahmer, didn't have an identical twin brother.
Yeah.
In this situation, you have one who's been
Yeah.
told not to leave the state.
Right. When really he wants to. right
Well, I'm
about
sure
now,
he might want to,
probably.
yeah.
Can I just go back home to mom?
Mm-hmm. You'd think if he wanted to go back to Whitefish, Montana, they would let him.
Right.
But I guess they're telling him not to. Is that the word, that he's not allowed to leave the state?
Yeah, they at least that's what Stephen, you said that, right?
Well,
in the news?
earlier in the week they had said that. Yeah, I don't know if they've changed it. But they had to question him.
Maybe he knows something.
Maybe he does. I don't know.
They lived with the guy. Knew him for his whole life.
Well, they are identical twins, Stephen.
Right.
They were born around the same time.
I think so, yeah, just a few minutes apart.
I see.
What I hear.
Jeez.
All right.
Huh.
Well, he's allowed to go to the rave if he wants to.
He is.
Wouldn't be the best choice, I'm sure, for a lot of reasons, as we've pointed out.
Yeah.
Allowed to go.
Jeez.
These kids should stay home with their parents and play Scrabble.
Oh, jeez.
Huh, Stephen?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Nothing bad can happen when you're at home playing Scrabble with your parents?
I don't think so.
You turned out great.
I did.
Yes. And you know a lot of big words. Not really.
Yeah, it's weird. He doesn't.
You would think he would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a dumb, no-muscled, fat guy. Huh?
And you finally get it.
Pretty much it.
After 10 years, you nailed it.
But you're eating the Triscuits.
Yeah.
Things are going to change.
And the carrots.
Yes.
Are you 250 yet?
No.
What are you?
I'm closer to 240 than 230, but...
If you got on the morning show scale right now, what would it say?
I don't know.
Well, give me an idea. You pretty much know what you weigh.
he's not going to.
I would say it's probably 235.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to be comfortably below 230, so I'm 5 pounds overweight.
How about I give you $10 for every pound that you're under 140?
140?
Mm-hmm. No, 240.
No. It's not worth it. Not worth coming down there.
$20. $20 for every pound you're under 240.
Not worth it.
$100 bucks?
Wow.
If you're 235, it's $100.
For every
I'm
pound.
waiting for him to go up.
Not going up from there.
It's a good deal.
As a matter of fact, I'm back down to 10.
Well, then I'm definitely not doing it.
15.
Come on.
Because I don't know, that scale's a little loopy sometimes.
I think he's 240. I think he knows he's 241.
I don't think so. I
245.
I weighed myself just the other day.
263.
Whoa. No.
Whoa.
What else is going on, Terry?
Well, this is actually...
Last chance, fair warning.
Whoa.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
No sale.
No deal.
I'll run out of breath if I go downstairs.
I think we can all assume from this conclusion that Stephen Kilbreth is at least 240.
All right, I'll go do it.
Oh, because he does not. He doesn't want it to be ended with the.
What are you doing?
Is the money still on the table?
Well, what's the money? I don't know what we said.
$20?
No, I went back to 10.
Well, then you went up to 15.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
I'm back to 10, though.
Well, you got to make up your mind. You can't do that.
Every pound
I was ready to
under
move on.
is $10.
I was ready to go
right?
on with everyone concluding that Stephen's at least 240.
But he's not happy.
I don't think
with
it's
that.
240.
For every pound he's under 240, I'll give him $10.
Wow, it's a good deal.
That
It's
is
a good deal. Now
So
get
you're
your
5 pounds under.
So
There's
if you're 230, yeah.
Get your flabby ass down here and get on the scale.
All right, hold on.
All right, here it comes.
It's a great deal.
It is, actually.
Where's the scale? Pull it out.
I'm going to take
Did I bring the Triscuits?
Oh, that sounds so good. I love Triscuits. Yes.
Whatever you want, Stephen. Just get out. Hurry up.
I'll put my toe on it when he gets on the scale. Make sure you cover
No, make it fair and balanced.
Wow.
Whoa. Take off your shoes.
He's not allowed to take off his shoes. Whatever he comes down in. He's gonna go through that whole
You can't
process
take his shoes
too.
off. That's not fair.
I don't want him taking his
And
shoes
his
off.
jeans, because the belt is so heavy.
I don't need to smell his Kilbreth feet stink here in the studio.
It's so weird to see him for some reason during the show.
Bizarre.
It
Makes
is.
me feel like the show's over.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What takes him so long, really?
Have you seen him?
Oh.
Flight of stairs.
Well, Pacey can get up there and get down before you know it. I mean, he breathes heavy when he
He doesn't want to come in out of breath, so he's not running.
Got it.
No.
I told
Not taking his shoes off. He's already got his shoes on. He's wearing shorts,
and he's wearing
which is gross because he
Shoes
thinks his
on.
legs are so nice.
He ate a big dinner last night, too.
All right,
he
keep
said.
your shoes off. I don't give a crap. Just get
Just get
on
on
the
the
scale
damn
already.
scale.
my shoes.
You'll hold them.
Oh, jeez. Oh, don't put them up there.
I thought you were going to hold him.
You gotta put your shoes
Are
on.
you scared to hold your shoes?
What does he
We had a
weigh?
big dinner last night.
Oh, don't you every night?
Big
Here,
dinner.
hold your shoes to make it count.
What does he weigh?
He won't do it.
Get on the scale already.
He's preparing. He's got a...
Here we go.
Oh,
boy.
Lordy.
Come on.
And the weigh-in is?
235 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
4.5.
All right.
20, 30, 40, 50, or 45.
You put your shoes back on, you're 238. Hurry
I'll
up.
take 45 since it was 0.5, if that helps you.
If that helps you.
Oh, we're up to 237.
Mm-hmm. Just as I said. All right, I'll give you $20.
Wow.
20?
Yes, for every pound you're under 240. You're under it by...
3 pounds.
All right, 3 pounds, yeah. Thought I could talk him into one there.
See you reaching for your wallet.
All right, well, I'm not going to do it now.
Okay.
Which is the show thing. Hurry up, get out of the studio. It's very awkward.
But thanks for bringing the
Go tie your
Triscuits
shoes
down.
upstairs.
Thanks for taking your shoes off in the studio.
Hurry up.
Look at him.
Thanks for being you guys.
Go.
I put my shoe on.
Well, put it on upstairs.
Carpeted, you're fine.
We got stuff to do around here. We work around here.
We do?
Right.
You
Might
can't
wanna
open the
unlock
door. First there at the new door.
Wow.
He gave us the finger on the way out.
Why is he so angry? We're not the ones
He's an
getting
angry
away.
man deep inside. Mm-hmm.
237, though. He doesn't like to see that.
Terry, what were you saying now?
I was going to give you something kind of interesting in regards to the Mission Impossible 3 movie. Apparently, a stuntman there is suing the whole production because...
Let's wait for Steven to get back. Then we'll hear about the stuntman. See how fast he hustles.
He's in his car right now, driving home.
Yeah.
2:37. I think he didn't think he'd be over 2:30. What an embarrassing moment for the whole Kilbreth family.
Why did he give us the finger? What's he mad about?
Because we rushed him out of here.
He actually pointed it at Terry.
Yeah, I thought so,
Like
too.
he felt that she didn't treat him as nicely as she should have, considering their special friendship.
Yeah, it really bugs him when Terry goes after him. Feels like they're on the same level.
He feels like Terry's an ally, and if she even remotely joins us in any kind of us against him moment, he gets really offended.
That middle finger was definitely directed at Terry.
Yeah, it was.
He stared right at you.
Yeah, he did.
stared right at you when he put it up there,
Terry at all.
He did.
And we know what it's all about.
What was it all about?
You got this little camaraderie, special little kissy thing going on with Terry Free in a normal situation. And when she joins us in a moment of Kilbreth bashing, as you may see it.
When did she bash
you
me?
get extra offended.
What did she say?
I don't know, but the look and the finger were pointed right at her.
Well, the finger was at you for not giving me the money.
Why wasn't it pointed at me?
I went like this, and it went around the room.
You went like this.
It totally wasn't directed at Terry.
No, you looked at Terry like...
It was totally not directed at
We
Terry.
both saw it that way, but don't worry, Terry. He's letting you know. It wasn't directed at you.
Well, she didn't say anything. Did she say something that I missed?
Your afternoon session is still on. Okay, now what were you telling me about the Mission Impossible?
The Mission Impossible 3, a stuntman there is suing the production because he is claiming that an accident that happened on the set has left him unable to actually satisfy his wife.
An accident on the set.
Yes.
What did he do, lose his cash card?
No.
He can't satisfy his wife anymore.
No, he cannot. That is what he's claiming in the lawsuit.
Lost his tongue?
Oh, no.
Does that work?
You got to try it once in a while.
Okay.
I hear it's pretty good.
All right.
Really?
I don't try it either. What's that now? It's been years.
Apparently,
what?
I
don't do those things on my wife.
I think she'd take me not being able to talk, She'd rather me lose my tongue. So she doesn't have to hear me.
It's a fair trade-off. More than fair.
Yes.
Apparently, he suffered 60% of his body was burned with third-degree burns after he and some other bystanders were standing too close to a stunt.
Yeah, that's got to suck. And you look at Tom Cruise, and he's fine.
Yeah, he's just dandy.
And he's the one who's supposed to have been in that fiery accident. Or at least that's the way it looks during the movie. Not the greatest world, I'm imagining, to be a stuntman and deal with all that potential trauma while the star gets all the credit.
Right.
I can't believe Tom Cruise did that. And you look to your right in the movie theater. No, he didn't. It was me.
There is no word on how much he's suing for, but like I said, he's claiming.
Well, the man has 60% of his body burned. I would think he should be getting something.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sad.
Yep.
Ever see someone with serious burns, Terry? One of the saddest things you'll ever see.
Not good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen. You still giving us the finger now?
Not that I know of.
60% of his body burned for doing a Tom Cruise stupid stunt that he couldn't do because of his religion.
And actually, he wasn't himself doing the stunt. He was just, standing by.
He wasn't even a stunt person?
He was, but he wasn't actually in that particular stunt as it was happening.
Why'd you light me on fire? I'm not even in the scene.
Right, exactly.
Bad deal for me.
So, yeah.
That's very sad.
There's a lot of bad karma surrounding this movie. That's what you get when you're Tom Cruise.
They're going after South Park, threatening Tom Cruise won't make the rounds, promoting Mission Impossible 3 if South Park re-airs the episode with Tom Cruise being in the closet.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Do you really even care that he,
Apparently, he's very bothered by the notion of people accusing him of being gay.
Well, then don't be gay.
It's a pretty easy solution. Stop kissing men.
1-866-663-T-MAN. It is, believe it or not, even though we had a couple of days off due to illness, a Fractious Friday. As we head into another fascinating weekend here in the great Northwest. Who knows what could happen this weekend? 1-866-663-T-Man. That means it's time to open up every phone line we have. And anything anyone wants to talk about is just fine with me. You got a problem with anything someone might want to talk about, Terry?
No.
Steven, is there anything that's off limits as far as you're concerned? Steven Cummins being gay. Okay. Hot Chiggle?
I don't want to talk about the Seahawks or Husky basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm not in a place where I can discuss that yet.
Well, there you go. Anything you want to talk about except Seahawks or Husky basketball is fine with us.
Or if anyone saw me at the bathhouse, I don't want to talk about that either.
1-866.
Although you're getting a good Robinson.
663. No, I actually saw him eating a hero. 663. Oh, what a hero.
Oh, God.
1-866-663-T-Man. Is that the number? Did I say it right? Why didn't it sound right?
Well, I don't know.
It's toll free, don't you know?
Maybe because you interrupted yourself in mid-sentence?
Oh, maybe that's right. 1-866-663-T-Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Is the number to call.
Stephen checked.
And I'll start taking phone calls in the next, 30 seconds. Whoa! Count them down now.
30, 29, 28, 27.
All right. Well, you don't have to do it literally.
Okay.
I just open the phone lines and Pasty is feverishly answering phone calls.
20.
Mm-hmm. And I'm waiting for him to tell me that there's one interesting call ready to go.
He's still listening.
No, we don't.
We don't what? What don't we do? We don't. There's not much we don't do.
We don't know what the now on the sidewalks was meaning. We don't know the meaning behind that. So he was asking me.
So you're taking your own phone calls behind the scenes.
That's what he just asked me. He just called up and asked me.
Well, did he want to ask us or no?
Do you want to get on the air here and talk about this a little bit?
Dr. Pasty's in today, so
He doesn't want to.
Okay.
Thanks for calling, man.
Okay.
T-Man show.
Have you screened one call that's ready for air that's good?
I have, yes.
All right. Point me in that direction. What number? What line?
The smoking bush has spoken.
Oh, jeez. Jay! Jay, you're on the air.
Hey, yeah, what do you think about this whole baseball steroid scandal and going back and trying to investigate Bonds and all these other guys?
I don't know. There's part of me that thinks the game might be more interesting if they just let everyone be on steroids. Why not?
Yeah,
it is that time, right?
It's what time?
I mean, isn't that, I remember.
Steroid time, yes, here's a syringe.
but
I don't like the fact that you had all these guys cheating.
Right.
Making it seem like they were just doing it on their own.
All legit.
On their own abilities, when really they were using concoctions that were so sophisticated, and then denying it when obviously it was pretty plain to see that Barry Bonds, who in his prime at age 32 hit at the most 32, 33, maybe 35 home runs, all of a sudden he's 40 years old, 41 years old, and he's hitting 70. Come on. Yeah. Brett Boone, now that he can't take steroids, can't even stay in baseball.
Right. Gotta retire.
He's not even good enough to stay in without steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you think that steroids has anything to do with, hand-eye coordination, bat speed, and all that?
I think it has a lot to do with bat speed. I don't know about hand-eye coordination, but bat speed, absolutely.
Definitely power.
But I can understand, football, right? It's a contact sport, wrestling or something like that. But, baseball, it's like, dude, the scandal is out there. They have stricter rules now that's in place. So just forget about it and just move forward, man.
Well, it was never illegal in baseball, but it's illegal in the mainstream society. Mm-hmm. So that's why baseball is investigating. All of a sudden, so many years later, we're going to have an official investigation now. Well, you know what? The investigation's already been done as far as I'm concerned. We know who was on it. We know who wasn't.
Right.
How much investigating needs to be done? Give me a name of a player. I'll tell you whether they were on it or not. That's how much investigating needs to be done. Throw out a name.
Jamie Moyer.
No.
It's pretty clear, huh?
Sammy Sosa, yes.
Yeah.
Miguel Tejada, yes. No one even talks about him. Roger Clemens, no one talks about him. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, pitchers can benefit from being on steroids.
Oh, absolutely.
All of a sudden, Roger Clemens becomes a way better pitcher at age 41 himself than he ever was in his mid-30s, late 20s. Yeah. I mean, he was great in his early 20s, great in his mid to late 20s. Mm-hmm. Tailed off like most players will do.
Right.
Early 30s, mid-30s, all of a sudden, resurgence. Oh, just happened to happen by circumstance. In his late 30s, early 40s. Come on.
How about the unit?
Randy Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, he's a freak of nature.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need steroids to help him out. He's got quirks of nature helping him out.
Right. Feigned injury to get out of here. And
Barry Bonds' father, Bobby Bonds, was done professionally by age 35 because that's the way normal genetics work.
Sure.
All of a sudden, Barry Bonds has this explosion in his statistics at age 37, and he wants to continue to deny that he was on steroids. Mark McGwire obviously was a steroid freak.
Yeah, that was
What about Jeff Nelson? Sands, sideburns.
Can you pick more wiry players, please?
I think Nelly took him.
Lou Piniella managing on steroids, Terry.
Wow.
Having to be a lot more creative thinking for strategy. Jacob. Jacob?
Hello?
You're on.
I'm on the radio?
That's what we do, yes.
Hey, you know, I got a question about all these steroid cases in the MLB.
I thought you were calling about something else. We already talked about steroids.
Well, you were on Tom Cruise right now, and you were making fun of his religion.
All right.
Yeah, what is his religion?
Scientology?
What the hell is that?
That's what we're all trying to figure out, Jacob.
Exactly.
Jacob just wants to be on the air.
I think
He's like, being on the radio sounds cool to me.
he's just a late.
Denny.
Yo. Love the extra tin you get with your milkshake.
That is. Yes, Denny.
Yeah, I was calling to get some advice from you. Yeah, so I'm a high school junior. I go to ICS in Kirkland. And I'm taking the SAT tomorrow morning.
Oh, it is.
And
spell your name right.
How much is that?
Denny,
Yes.
like the restaurant.
Okay. Sounds like you got a 400 so far.
Yeah, you nailed it. You have a mnemonic
I know
device
that
already.
All right.
No, but I mean, it's just like a huge deal for a lot of high school kids right now.
Yeah, I hear something about that, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was wondering what you thought about that.
About what?
About, I don't know, the whole SAT business. Like, I mean, I'm ditching school right now. I'm sitting in front of the library just trying to study for this thing.
All right.
But I don't know. Like, a lot of my friends are also stressing out about it.
Is that really considered ditching school? Ditching school is to study for the SAT?
Yeah.
Ditching school to go to the mall? Ditching school to hang out? I mean, all right. You want to call that ditching school? All right.
Yeah, go fish and play hooky.
No, but I mean, like, the SAT is that big of a deal that kids are, like, ditching school for it.
All right. Well, you're stressed out over it. Do well. Do the best you can. What kind of advice you need from me?
I don't know.
You want me to help you solve problems?
I don't know. You got any tips on how to...
I don't know what questions are going to be on there tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I was just...
Next time, give me a few months warning. I'll steal an SAT test for you, and we'll go over it the day before, okay?
All right.
Something tells me you're going to have to take it again. So next time, call me at least 2 months in advance.
All right.
That's one of the things about the SAT. You can take it as many times as you want.
Right.
And something tells me you don't have a scholarship on the line. Don't worry about it.
No.
Where are you hoping to go to school? You're a junior. Where are you hoping to go to college?
I don't know. Columbia.
Columbia in New York?
In New York.
You better do well, then.
All right. Well, then
I mean...
make sure you don't fall asleep. It's a 6-hour test, right?
Yeah.
That's
no.
3 hours? 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's a
Still too long for
time.
me, man.
Yeah. A lot of it is writing, too. They've changed it. You have to do a lot of testing writing.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to write? It's not sign language?
Screw that.
Didn't it used to be multiple choice?
What are you worried about? Math? What are you worried about?
I don't know. It's huge. It's not like how it was back when you guys probably took it.
Oh, jeez.
I never took it.
I took it. I didn't do that well either. I'm doing all right. Don't worry about it. What's your biggest fear?
Well, I mean, because the SAT, the test itself isn't that bad. Like, the questions are pretty easy, but it's a test of, like, focus. It's 4 hours long. You get, like...
So it's staying focused.
Well, I mean,
Bring
I
a
got
candy
ADD
bar.
and stuff. I can't focus.
Keep your energy up.
Snickers.
Not going anywhere for a while.
So what, you worried about keeping focused?
Well, I mean, keeping concentrated, keeping focused, just, like, staying on task. Because you got to... I don't know, you get off task after, like, 3 hours of the test.
Well, bring your mom's sewing needle and stick yourself in the ass once an hour. Keep yourself alert.
All right.
All right?
Sweet.
All right, dude.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
It's on April Fool's Day. Get all the questions wrong.
Oh, there you go.
Fascinating. Randy.
School.
Yes.
Stupid.
Funny.
Yes, Randy.
Hi. I just wanted to say that I think Naomi should take Gay Phone Operator's position in the dysfunctional family.
Naomi Campbell?
Naomi, whoever, the Naomi girl that was calling in today.
Mm.
that he gave an email to. And
Oh, Butters?
Didn't get over it.
Mona.
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 I don't remember.
Butters.
Mm-hmm.
Mona.
Are they the same person, though?
Yes.
Butters.
They'd be a great couple. We should look them up.
Actually, they would be.
What happened to
yeah.
Butters?
No, they'd hate each other.
Really? Why?
Because they're both the same breed.
Like Siamese twins?
Right.
Well, I think
That's a good comment, though, Terry. Yeah.
Well,
Ario.
Hello?
Yes.
How you doing?
Yes, Ario.
What's going on?
How's the Speedwagon? What's
No,
up?
it's Ario.
Yes, what's up?
Hey, I mean these fat breezes on MySpace, and they're kind of shady. I was wondering if you could help me out a little bit.
Some fat breezies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just messaged them on MySpace, and they just contact me, and I met up with this one girl from Olympia. And I'm trying to ask these questions, and then she's like shaded out, and then she's like sending me all these things like, I already got a date, I already got a man.
Man, you can't even hook it up with some fat breezies?
Wow.
From Olympia?
wow, Ariel, what's up?
Where are you from? What city are you from?
Seattle?
Some fat breezy from Olympia doesn't even want to make it happen with some dude from Seattle?
I think you just played hard to
You
get,
must have,
man. I don't know.
You must have nothing going on, dude.
I got something.
Well, then why can't you hook up with even a fat breezy from Olympia?
I think they're just play games. I just think I have low self-confidence.
Mm-hmm. You got low self-confidence.
No, I think they
No, they got low self-confidence.
Well, they got enough confidence to turn you down.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make yourself feel better all you want by saying they got no self-confidence, but they're turning you down, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you do now? Where do you go from? I can't hook up with the fat breezy from Olympia.
I just go for the skinny ones, man.
Mm-hmm. The skinny ones are easier to get than the fat ones.
I think we'll play less mind games.
They're playing less mind games. So the fat breezes are just playing mind games. They really want you bad. Is that
It might just be easier.
Well, by you suggesting that the fat breezes from Olympia are playing mind games with you, that means you're thinking that they really want you deep inside. When they're fat, they're real deep to the core.
Cavernous.
So deep.
But I'm not sure you believe that. So what is it? Do the girls from Olympia really want you or not?
I think so.
Then why aren't they? They're just playing games with you because they have no self-confidence. They don't have the confidence to actually meet you out there and hook it up.
Well, I don't know about that.
Because they know if they meet you in person and hook it up, they're in a lot of trouble, don't they?
I don't know. I think they just want the world or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the bigger girls don't want guys that are smaller than them.
Wow.
So if you're a little dude, you probably don't have a shot.
Are you a little dude?
Yeah, I'm a little dude.
Mm-hmm.
They're not into that.
All right, so what's your next move on MySpace?
I don't know. I think I'll just stay low with the breezy, get the 4-year degree, just try to save up some money, and then take care of it.
I wasn't asking about your life plan. I was asking about your next move on MySpace.
Well, I'm just saying.
Dad, is this you?
What's your next MySpace maneuver going to be? Who are you going after? You screwed it up with the fat girls from Olympia. What are you going to do now?
I think I'm just going to lay low on them.
You're done with MySpace. I'm telling you, there's nowhere to go from.
Maybe I just need to step my game, man.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Maybe take the SATs instead.
pick on someone your own size.
Yeah.
The T-Man.
Yes.
Oh, my dad would love that song.
Brandy! Phones, and more phones. Pretty much the rest of the way home, Terrence.
Oh, okay.
And Brittany is on the air if she's there. Brittany, your turn.
Hey, T-Man, how are you?
What's up, baby?
Hey, I'm not from Olympia, but I'm a girl on MySpace.
Oh, all right.
And us girls, we get so many, friend requests, and we talk to so many guys on MySpace that guys can't get all pissed off if we don't talk to them.
Yeah. I think that's fair to conclude that nobody should be a pissed off MySpacer.
I mean, isn't that what MySpace is all about? Just a big community of everybody being friends, right?
Yes.
It is.
All right.
It is. And I was wondering, T-Man, why? I was looking at your page, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and it said you only had 11 friends.
Right.
And
He's selective.
I wanted to send you a friend request,
Oh,
but I
dear.
didn't think you'd accept me.
Well, maybe I've made a mistake here. Maybe I should just start accepting everyone that sends me a friend request. I've accepted nobody.
I know.
Except people from this building.
Right.
Maybe I should just start accepting everyone, or no? That's like work, though.
Well, I mean, and
I gotta hit approve.
One click, yeah.
yeah, and you kind of have to stay updated with those friends that you accept, right?
I don't know. I'm not ready to do that yet, but the day could be coming soon where I start. And I have all the people that have, I have like thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have sent, and I haven't hit, what's the word for, is it disapprove or, I know there's approve. What are they, whatever. I think it's disapprove. I haven't clicked that either. So they're all sitting there in limbo. Not like I'm going to go back and hit approve on all those.
You don't like being in limbo either.
But maybe the day is going to come that anyone that sends me a friend request, I'll just hit approve.
So it'll just be, you know.
But I don't know yet.
Days.
I don't feel right about it.
Put them in the hopper. Pull one out.
So that's what you want? You want me to accept your friend request?
I want you to accept mine, yeah.
Why? Why is that so important?
Because I'm special.
Oh.
Yeah, look.
Are you special looking?
I am, I guess.
Special education.
Yes.
Go to my page.
All right, I will. What do you just, I can't go right now. What do you look like? Just tell me. Give me an idea. You must be
I
pretty
don't know.
proud of the way you look, or you wouldn't be, like, pushing it that hard.
Yeah.
Pacey's fingers are trembling right now on the keyboard. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
You must feel pretty confident about the way you look, so describe yourself.
I don't know. I'm like 5'4", 115 pounds. I don't know. I have brown hair, blue eyes.
What do you mean you don't know? You keep saying you don't know. You know what you look like.
What?
She's looking at herself in the mirror and she's like, what
I don't know.
do I look like?
I don't know.
I'm either a boy or a girl.
You nervous?
What?
All right, keep going. You're 5'4", 115 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is? Yes.
That's pretty much it.
You're in shape? You work out? You're not like skinny fat or anything like that?
Skinny fat?
Oh, I work out.
Some girls are skinny, but they're skinny fat.
Right. I understand where you're going.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. It's like you look good, but then you jiggle.
Have some sense of have some kind of tone situation going on, right, baby?
Oh, yes.
Don't be skinny fat. It's worse than being fat.
Yeah.
Not really. Anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, I'll take skinny fat any day.
So you work out at all or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I work out like 3 or 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm. How's your vagina? You got a nice vagina?
What?
You have a nice vagina.
Why is that so weird?
Yeah, why is that such a
do.
weird? You do.
I do.
How would you know if you didn't?
I guess I wouldn't. My boyfriend doesn't have a problem with it.
Oh. What does he do to it?
Oh, God. Well, I had a baby like 14 months ago.
I don't doubt it. Mm-hmm.
So how old's your baby?
14 months.
Oh, okay.
Steven.
Are you asking seriously, Steve?
Such a daring ass
Oh, jeez. Wow.
question right
That's
there.
the worst thing she could have ever said to you, Stephen.
You were better than that.
How serious are you with your boyfriend?
What?
How serious are you with your boyfriend?
I don't know. We're getting. We've only been together for like 2.5 months.
Uh-huh.
He's not my daughter's father.
I didn't think so.
Wow. Can we do the math?
Mm-hmm. And this new boyfriend of yours doesn't mind that you're like so busy MySpacing it or what?
Yeah, actually, we got in a big fight about it last night.
Mm-hmm. What was his problem? Just that you're too busy on MySpace and not enough getting serious with him or what?
Well, no, I haven't been able to check my MySpace recently, but there's like comments from other guys and stuff on there, and he didn't like that very much.
You got a lot of attention on MySpace because you look pretty damn good on in your pictures there, huh?
I'm really not that good looking, but
in your pictures, you give the impression that you are, like most MySpacers.
And then you meet me in person.
I think my pictures are what I look like.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think some of them are kind of crappy.
Wow. You're into that, huh? I don't know what that means.
Whoa, I do. Yeah, there's no question.
All right. Hang on. Pacey Dave's going to take your space information, and we will give our full evaluation.
Oh, yeah.
You saw MySpace, right?
What?
So it's only fair that I see yours now, right?
Well, she wants to be your friend, so obviously, yes.
You saw MySpace?
Yes.
And you were blown away, weren't you, baby? You couldn't
But
just...
your MySpace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're loving me. Mm-hmm.
Hot.
That's what's breaking them up.
She said
Yeah.
hot.
Hang on. return the favor now by saying, I don't know. Yeah, how old is she? How old is she, Pasty? You know what I'm hearing, though?
What?
As I drive to work, Terry.
Yes.
And most morning shows have to start earlier than us to get a jump start on us.
True.
That's the way they feel they can at least maybe compete with us.
Yeah, when we're not on.
Right. They start at like 5
right.
to try to get some momentum going, get some listeners into what they're doing so that when 6 o'clock rolls around, they won't switch over to us. That's their thought, at least.
Okay.
All right. And as I'm driving into work, I flip through the radio dial, see what's going on. I'm going from this show to that show to the other show. Everyone's talking about MySpace now. What have we started here, Terry? All these old fools and just crusty and boring and stupid and dumb, and they're all talking about their MySpace accounts now.
Yeah, but Kirby Wilbur looks hot on his MySpace. So.
What have I done?
And ours is so long. I mean,
we've been doing this for almost years now, and they're all talking about it like they discovered MySpace on their own.
Brand new.
Well, there's stories on it on the news every day, too, now, because of it, too.
Jeez.
These morning shows have program directors go, hey, T-Man's talking about MySpace. You guys got to get MySpace pictures. That's very big now.
Exactly.
And start at 4 a.m. Yes, Pasty.
So she doesn't have the ability to view her page. After all that.
We can't view her page?
I can see just a small picture here, but because she has her age at 14, she has to go in and change that. And until she does,
how old are you, Brittany? And why'd you put your age at 14? You like pedophiles contacting you or what?
Wow.
I didn't want, there is somebody that I got in a fight with, I didn't want them looking at my page.
How old are you really?
I'm 20.
You're 20?
Yes.
All right, we'll fix your page.
I will go fix it later, as soon as I can get to a computer. I'm about to go to work right now.
Why the hell go through all that if you can't even look at your page?
Jeez.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb, I know.
I mean, come on. I got better things to do in here.
Oh, jeez. Pacey doesn't tolerate this, and you know what?
Not much.
I bet you this is the same kind of conversations he has with listeners after the show's over.
Okay.
In the privacy of his own dad-paid-for apartment.
The whole time you're giving me the email address, what do you think we're going to pull it up for?
Still not done. He's still got more. Now, Brendan,
Pacey's a fraud. No, but Pacey's a fraud because he doesn't put a picture of himself on there, so he shouldn't deserve to see anybody else.
There is a picture of me.
Yeah, when you're 2 years old.
Yes,
well, it's better than the Pulp Fiction one.
Not really.
No, it's not. Doesn't that what you look like?
Pacey, how does she look?
From the little picture here, she looks good.
Really?
From the little picture?
If that's her in the little picture in the pink little cardigan.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. I love pink little cardigans. Jeez. Better when they're off.
Is that you in the pink little cardigan?
What?
That's you in the pink little cardigan, huh?
Yeah, it's a zippy. Yeah.
It's a zippy?
Oh, I got a little zippy.
Sounds like
I'll
Pasty does.
Pasty has a
later.
Zippo.
All right.
This is zipper off.
Talk to you later, Brett.
Thanks.
Nothing.
Bye.
Wow, he's pissed.
Still mad.
Pretty sounding hot.
Uh-huh.
Most Britneys are pretty cute, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
Not an ugly Britney.
All right, talk me into it. We'll email it later.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
The T-Man.
Yes. Oh. Sure. Got it. Fine. Now, Terry, I'm going to go back to phone calls.
Okay.
1-866-663-T-Man. For a Fractus Friday, you know anything goes.
Yeah, it does.
And has all for the past whatever amount of minutes we've been taking calls.
Yes.
But let me read a couple of text pages first.
Okay.
And then I'll race through more phone calls than you'll be able to comprehend.
2.5.
1-866, that's what that corresponds to. 1-866, Hotshot's very good at breaking the codes. 1-866-663-T-Man. Somebody at 8:58 and 52 seconds writes, when my wife leaves for work, I go straight to her drawer where she hides the dildo. Wow. And give myself some Steiner action.
Wow.
Thanks for the information.
Mm-hmm. You never know who you're married to, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. It's all
interesting.
Yeah.
Now, you think this guy's being honest or just trying to get a little rise out of us or rise out of himself or both or what?
Bullcrap Steiner of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a
I'll tell you
callback
this.
is necessary.
Maybe this guy is lying. Maybe this guy is fibbing in his text page. However, don't think that there aren't men out there that when their wives get out of the house are either with their own little finger or whatever the situation may be. There are dudes, I'm sure, doing that. All right? Mm-hmm. Oh, it feels good on the prostate. Something like that.
Just checking myself.
All right?
Feels good on the prostate.
Mm-hmm.
Knock it till you try it, Steven.
I
You've
will
tried
knock
it,
it.
okay.
I will knock it and continue to not try it.
Steven's tried it, so he can knock
Yeah, that's cool. It's not for everybody.
Obviously, Hotshot enjoys it.
Oh, jeez. Steven, keep playing dumb or what?
Am I playing dumb?
Oh, jeez. I'm asking
I don't
if
have to play it.
I'm asking if you're going to keep playing dumb.
I've not ever done that, no.
Well, luckily your wife doesn't have it done up. Anyway, maybe she does. You just haven't found it yet. Anyhow, it's huge. I can't believe you missed it.
She doesn't need it.
Oh, boy.
Of course not. How can I have been so foolish?
No, she
Steven's
got
a human pleaser.
Now, Terry, if a woman were to be married out there and all of a sudden she were to discover that her husband was doing just that, she would leave the house to go to work and she didn't know that while she was away, he would take the opportunity to pleasure himself in that fashion, which one may call a homosexual kind of fashion, Terry.
Right.
Homosexual.
Oh, jeez. I don't need the help there, Steve.
Okay.
Is that something that would alter the course of your marriage? Is that something that you should just say, hey, this is the man I married. It doesn't affect me. Well, it depends on the couple, or how do you size that up, Terry?
I mean, if it were me, I would be like,
I'd be shocked. And
I would be shocked.
Would it have an impact on your marriage?
Yes, absolutely.
It would. Really? The man you love all of a sudden wouldn't be the man you loved anymore?
I would have to question his
sexuality?
Yeah, probably.
But he's not doing it with a man.
Well, but I don't
man.
know that.
Jeez.
I don't know that. How do I know that it won't progress to that?
all these
It
things he's
already
hiding.
has?
And even though he-
Yeah, and why are we hiding the secret?
Even though he calls you Dodo Brock, it doesn't mean that he's homosexual.
Right.
So
But-
really, so the man are you as in love with your husband as a woman can be in love with her husband right now?
Absolutely.
And yet,
And I would be crushed, mind you, if I found that out.
it would be crushing.
It would be crushing to me because I'd be like, whoa, and because I know it would affect me in such a way.
Like, whoa.
Like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
What if you walked in on it?
Oh, my God. Please don't do
Give me another 5 minutes.
Don't traumatize
Like,
me
whoa.
like that, okay?
Yeah, that would be really
Lean
whoa.
with it, rock with it.
Oh, yeah.
You heard the music from behind the closed door. Lean with it,
What's
rock
my
with it.
husband doing?
Brock isn't comfortable when people watch.
But that would be pretty devastating.
Really? It's that extreme.
Yeah,
That the
for
man,
me, yes.
the man you love all of a sudden would be completely thrown into question, and you would have to reevaluate what kind of love you have for him. It would be that serious.
Yes.
All right. That's a fair comment.
I mean, wouldn't your wife kind of question that? And not
Lead
so?
with it, rock with it. I don't know what her reaction would be. She doesn't have to worry about it.
Well, I know that, but
Not today, anyway. Yesterday was enough to tide me over.
Oh, man. Got your fill. Still icing.
Just curious.
Granted, I know that there are couples out there who, I mean, there are women out there who probably, have no problem with it.
I'm sure, yes. Terry Free is more of a... Would you say you're more conservative? Is that the way to phrase it? Or?
I think I'm a little prudish when it comes to that.
Prudish is the way you want to size it up.
Terry's just not sexually open-minded.
Really? Considering
yeah.
the sleeve that...
Yeah, she's not, I mean...
It's not it's not reasonable to expect your man not to do that to
Right,
herself.
it's not.
No, Stephen, maybe I want to think about this one. With all the experience Terry has, and she'd be the first to admit that she's had a healthy past, at least in her day, or at least that's the way she allows us to portray it. Maybe now's the time. If you ever wanted to dispel that myth, Terry.
She's liberal about what she does, but she's not open-minded.
In the Eastern Washington days, Terry, were you having your fun or what?
Well, sure, but you have to. But the thing is that I actually am a relationship type of person.
Wow.
So a lot of most of my
But you had
fun,
your share of one.
Sure, well, not. I mean, I.
All right.
Had my fun. But
Okay, she had her fun.
when I was single,
that was
it
fun.
And with that, as far as being open-minded, as far as venturing out to the more...
Hotshot is probably right. I'm not that open-minded.
She doesn't touch herself. She doesn't do it
Yeah,
in
I'm
the,
not-
you know what? She's
and
not
I'm-
really
You
open-minded.
really believe she
Yeah.
doesn't touch herself? She never
No,
touched
I
herself?
don't.
That's crazy.
I do not.
You've never touched yourself?
No, she just has sex every time she gets that urge.
Bull crap.
It's the female swagger.
I can't imagine a person not being able to
It is bizarre.
open their mind to touch their own self.
They do exist, and it's time to get rid of them.
Wow.
You'd have to give me back years of my life if I never did that. I've devoted years of my life to being alone in darkened rooms doing stuff like that, Terry.
Oh, but that's you. That's why we're such a unique
No,
people.
I never incorporated Brock in the Steiner, Terry, but this man either is being very honest or joking around, but it's an interesting little...
It is very interesting.
It's an interesting little factoid because there are women out there who are married to guys that when they leave the house do stuff like that, I'm sure.
Now, does it make it any worse if the guy requests it while they're together?
A lot of women. A guy's got to be very comfortable with his wife to say, hey, do you think you can strap that on? And
at least you're not hiding something from her.
Yeah, and what if it? How weird is it
Hiding
if
your
you
gayness.
actually had a wife who said,
Well.
"Hey, this is one of my fantasies. I want to strap it on and do it to you." Is that? Would you freak out about that?
Only if I can wear heels.
Oh wow! I mean, Hansha, you're the one. Did you not say that you've worn, your wife's or girlfriend's underwear?
Yeah, around my leg.
And what about a dude who wants a little tip of the finger up the old Jimmy there during the act? Does that make him gay?
If it's from a man.
Well, if it's from a man, I would say yes. That probably makes him
then
gay.
if it's from a woman, I'm going to say no.
If it's from his wife,
then that's probably not gay.
So if you got a finger, then you graduate to Brock.
You
I don't think that's a natural progression from a pinky
All right,
to,
maybe there's a middle ground.
to a Steely Dan.
All of a sudden, I'm all clinched up. I don't like this conversation.
I mean, you got to go thumb before the Steely
All
Dan,
right,
right?
Stephen, you know what? We don't need your expertise.
All right, I'll just go if I can't have a conversation.
Whoa.
Very touchy.
Man. We were having fun here today.
Just joking.
I thought we were too. But that's like the 5th time that you've said that now in this segment. So apparently you don't want me to talk about it.
I'm just playing around. I thought that's what we did around here. We joked with each other.
I thought so too.
I didn't realize Brock was a closer personal friend.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's my pen.
What do you got a pen for?
Fell out of his anus.
Yeah. Tons of stuff in my anus.
Wow.
Jacob! I only read
I'm not you people. Okay?
I only read one text page.
Not you.
Why do we have stuff in our anus?
Because you love it.
Oh, jeez.
You guys have said
Both
you
of
love
us?
it. You both have said you like the pinky in the thing. I don't get it. I
Pinky
think
in the thing.
I think
the
that's
pinky. What are you
better give
talking
me more
about?
than a pinky.
Whoa!
I think that's a little odd, but
I've never said that, by the way.
you have said that.
Well, I've said it's been. I said it's been done. I didn't say I loved it. I remember
you
actually
didn't
saying it
say no,
startled
did
me.
you?
It's no, but I remember my conversation on it. It startled me, and I clenched up, and I should have been more open to it, literally and figuratively.
Why I remember you liked it.
I don't know if you remember it that way. Maybe that's the way it's all nestled up in your mind there.
Wow.
Anyway, Jacob, you're on.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
We got through one
I
text.
actually got a
Steiner
few
talk.
girlfriend issues and I heard you're the man to talk to about these things.
You got what issues? Any issues, I'm the man.
Girl issues.
Yes, girl issues. I'm
Girlfriend
definitely the man for that, yes.
Yeah, well, all right, so check this out.
All right, where is it?
About a week ago, she broke up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we're back together, and I cannot shake the feeling that I'm a chump.
Mm-hmm. Because she broke up with you, and now you feel like you're being toyed with to some degree.
No, yeah.
Well, don't allow yourself to be toyed with, dude. No one needs that.
Well, but why did she break up with you?
She never was able to give, well, actually, I guess because she doesn't like the way I talk to her about certain things.
How do you talk to her?
Well, I talk to her real sweet most of the time.
Well, a guy knows if he's talking to his girl in a bad way. I mean, the reality, maybe he doesn't want to admit it outwardly, but you know inside if you talk to her bad. Do you talk to her bad or not?
Yeah, hey, bitch, have you seen my car keys?
Hey, bitch, have you seen my car keys? You realize what you said there. Maybe she doesn't deserve to be talked to much better than that, but you realize whether you're talking bad to her or not. So you're talking bad to her or what?
Well, no, it's not like I'm talking bad to her, swearing or talking down to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, let's say an issue comes up, and I'm, real adamant about it. Like, say, with the Bible or something.
Right. Well, you're smarter than her, so that's the way it is, right?
Wow.
Right. Well, that's a given.
Mm-hmm.
A given.
So it's not like you listen to her opinion or anything. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I guess you could say I'm strongly opinionated.
Yes.
And like if she says something and I disagree, I'll try to sway her this way or that way towards somewhere,
Well,
she
that's
agrees
not
with you.
treating her bad. That's just the way your personality is. She doesn't like your personality. She's got to either decide to move on with a guy with a softer personality, or she can't break up with you for a week and then all of a sudden try to come back but you did welcome her back. So you got to figure out what's the deal going to be here.
See, that's where I'm confused because I don't know.
Well, she did come back.
It got me feeling like a chump.
All right. Well, listen. This is the first time this has happened.
No,
I feel like a chump every day.
It's the first time that I've gotten back with the chick. Usually it's just like, well, you fill me back, I'm gone.
Oh, he
All right,
loves
listen.
her.
Listen,
That's
if
what
the
it
first
is.
time it happened, she bounced back in a week. You call it fine.
Day.
What?
It was a
day.
Oh,
She called me in the morning. She broke up with me. In the evening, she was telling me she.
All right, so she was quick to realize her error.
Yeah.
It was a terrible error breaking up with you, dude. And
Yeah?
she knew that. Then it seemed like she made a terrible error, Terry.
Oh, sure.
And she figured it out quick.
yeah.
So no harm, no foul. Now, if this becomes any kind of pattern, and the pattern is like 2 times, you're not going to sit around and be toyed with here.
That's right.
A one-time mistake, you just wipe it, rain off your back, and don't even worry about it.
Now, when you guys broke up for that, however, whatever, 24-hour period, or
What?
not even a 24-hour period.
12 hours,
yeah. I mean, were you, like, calling her and asking her to come back, or were you like, hey, okay, whatever?
7 women.
No, actually, see, I
You had
called her
no-
in the evening, and I told her, hey, you know, I was saying thank you for ending it, because if you don't see me,
reverse
with, you know,
psychology,
yourself with me for any reason, thanks for not wasting my time.
Well, you know what, then? I want to get back together.
Okay, cool.
You
All
see,
right.
that's what it got me. It just threw me for a loop, man.
All right, so just play it day by day, see how it all works out. Don't hold it against her unless something else comes up that you get concerned about, and then we'll take it from there.
All right.
But this is not a reason to, by any means, she's entitled to 12 bad hours. All right?
Okay, well, here's something else, man, about
Oh,
this girl. Like, I like her a lot, but
Yes.
she's been more promiscuous in her life than I have. I guess it's a good way to put it.
How many guys has she screwed, to your knowledge?
About twice as many years as I have alive.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 20.
So she screwed 40 guys about.
And how old is she?
Yeah. She's 23.
Well, whores need love too, dude.
Wow!
40 guys a lot, Terry, for a girl.
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
17.
It's a
That's
lot
the
of-
bad part.
Well, no, she's 23.
Is she 17 already?
No, she's 23.
She's
when
23.
you're only sexually active for 5 years, and that's that many people.
And if
that
he
means you're
knows,
sleeping
and
with-
if he knows that she screwed 40 guys, the chances are that she screwed at least 80 in my mind, Terry. You know, it's the rule of 3. It's the rule of 3, and with a girl, however she admits to, and she probably admits to 40, that means she screwed 120. If a guy claims he screws 120, you divide by 3, and it means he screwed 40.
Oh, I understand.
It's the rule of 3. So the chances are, if she's admitting to 40, dude, that she screwed a lot more than 40 guys.
She probably screwed one of us.
Disgusting.
Wow, what's her
That'd be
name?
really nasty.
I mean, 40 is hard to deal with right there, but
All right, well, how long you been with her? How long you been screwing her?
about 3 months.
All right, well, that's almost long enough to realize if you've gotten anything from her. So either you're going to get something really painful in the next month or so, but if you clear that hurdle, then, then it's no big deal.
Okay.
Are you screwing her without a condom or what?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's happened.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty risky to be raw dogging a girl that screwed 120 guys.
Yeah, see, I wish I would have known that.
Are you nutting in her?
I did once.
Mm-hmm. How'd that work out? You clear? Has that period been checked off yet or no?
What's that?
No babies.
Have you cleared that monthly hurdle?
No, I cleared the monthly hurdle
All
just
right.
the other day.
All right, cool. All right, be careful, man.
If it feels like Tabasco sauce is coming out of your pee hole, you'll know.
Wow, really?
Man, you guys are getting me nervous.
All right, well, you should be nervous, dude.
Yeah.
Well, call us back and let us know how things go.
I'll give you a heads up.
All right, buddy.
Pee hole's a scientific term, by the way.
Terry, don't break up with a catch like that. Come on. Serious, what are you laughing at, Steve? Got a problem?
I thought we laughed around here.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm asking if you have a problem.
I don't have a problem.
You got a problem?
Not that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I don't know.
Really?
Maybe I do.
Wow.
Yeah, not that I'm pinky in the anus can't
Go back.
8:24 in 2 seconds. Somebody writes, can you please have Steven sing Brittany? She was just on the air. Would have been a perfect opportunity. Thank you. Well, the reality is, believe it or not, somehow, some way, we lost the song that Steven used to sing
you
to.
really?
No.
And it's not in the library of the thousands upon thousands and upon thousands of songs that we have. Is that correct, Steven?
I'm looking right now. I can't
destroyed
possibly
every
believe
copy
that.
of it possible.
I think that's probably what it came to.
I couldn't hear it.
Somebody around here destroyed every copy of Britney Spears' I'm Not a Girl, You're Not a Woman that Steven used to sing almost on a regular basis.
It is not in the system. Wow.
Can't
You didn't know about this?
Wing it.
I figured you had it somewhere.
No, I don't.
You should know it by now, dude.
Someone's going to either have to dub us a copy or...
Yeah.
Well, I have the greatest hits at home.
What if everyone out there starts looking like, there are no copies? The world destroyed that song because Steven just ruined it for everybody.
Be great. Destroy all of our songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Well, I didn't ruin it. That person loved it.
Yeah, they want you to revisit it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now you're humming it.
I'm just looking for another interesting text page. They're hard to find this morning.
Wow.
7:43 and 36 seconds. He has to skip to. And I guess this is the conversation about Steven's weigh-in.
Yes.
T-Man, it's because of Steven's thyroid. It's harder for him to lose the weight. Oh, I asked him why he's eating carrots all the time, why he's eating, what does he eat? Celery sticks and Triscuits.
Yeah, yogurt.
Is that the problem, Stephen? Is that what we don't understand?
It's part of it, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sure.
But you're on medication.
Yeah, so, I mean, but I still think it affects your metabolism and all that kind of stuff.
Right,
But
probably. Slower metabolism,
But it's
right?
no excuse. That is for darn sure.
Oh, geez. F cell phones on plane. I would smack the hell out of someone if they talked the whole time next to me. And that's another issue they better be ready to deal with, Terry.
Yeah.
The annoyed passenger. You're in such tight quarters. Someone talking on the cell phone the whole flight.
I know.
Last thing you need is a airline brawl. Unless you want to put it on pay-per-view.
Airline rage, whatever.
Dustin! Dustin!
What's happening, buddy?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
What can we do for you today?
I'm actually calling to invite you and all the guys there in the studio to my bachelor party in Las Vegas.
Oh, jeez. Oh, when is this now?
All the guys. Yeah. Give them the date.
When is this now, Dustin?
It's my bachelor party, end of June.
End of June.
Wow. And I was on the scrolls. I was the one that threw the little balls at Terry's DJ.
Is that right?
Oh, I remember her.
And I had mentioned that I was going to invite you guys, and now that I got the date, I wanted to throw you guys the invite.
Well, that's very sweet of you.
I didn't get a chance. I was trying to call in. I was trying to get on the Vegas plane, but I didn't get a chance to get on, so I figured if I couldn't get on the Vegas plane, I might as well invite
What do you got planned for the big Vegas what do you got planned for the big weekend there in Vegas for the bachelor party? You got anything secured?
Yeah, it's going to be the weekend right before the World Series of Poker. So
I understand.
Tuesday,
well, that's
when it starts, then
any events that you have planned for your bachelor party weekend that you're looking forward to, I'm asking, that you already have.
Oh, the strip clubs, of course.
Are you just going out to the strip clubs?
Strip clubs, do some clubbing, especially a lot of poker, a lot of gambling. My family, my friends, and I are all huge poker players. So,
all right. Well, we'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Can't say for sure we're going to be there right now.
What's up?
That's a busy weekend for you, I think.
Yes.
That weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I was trying
Very
to...
nice of you to invite us. Yes, and it's pretty clear.
I had fun with you guys on the scroll, so...
Yes. On the scrolls?
Yeah.
When I was there at the scrolls and stuff.
You mean at Emerald Downs that morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm glad you had fun.
Are we invited to the wedding, too?
And that should be fun enough. Okay, great. Thank you,
Yeah,
dude.
are we invited to the wedding, too? It's a nice little gift.
Yes. Maybe we'll come to the wedding. But yes, as you said, it's probably too close to the World Series of Poker. I can't keep going Vegas back and forth. You know what I'm saying, dude? All right, bye.
Hey. But, hey, the wedding's August 12th, so if you want to come
There you go. Is the wedding in town?
The wedding is. It is down from the Muckleshoot.
Yeah, can't be there. All right.
Wow.
Anyway.
From the Muckleshoot.
Down from the Muckleshoot.
Nice guy, Terry.
Yeah,
He is.
nice.
Yeah, nice guy.
Hate to have to let him down that way. But, what can we do?
Can't do everything.
Oh, jeez. Well, technically we can, I guess. We could go to all the bachelor parties that we get invited to, but...
Right.
Technically.
That'd be a lot.
But then we don't have time for the Pinky and the Aided.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing I can't
Why
carry.
can't you do that in Las Vegas?
All right, easy, Stephen.
Whoa. Glad I didn't room with you last
If
time.
you love it so much, I mean...
Right.
Talk about it all the
We
time.
don't love it so much. It's just that it's acceptable from time to time. But you think it's never acceptable.
I don't have a problem with you doing it. It doesn't bother me.
Just don't do it to him.
I think it bothers you that you've never sampled.
It doesn't bother me that I've never sampled.
You wish your wife would, and you're reaching out to her right now by saying that.
How often does your wife do it to you?
Hardly ever, but I'm not saying I'm against it.
I'm against it for me, but you guys could do whatever you want. Why would I care?
Did she take that finger at the show and tell what you did?
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Third grade class, right?
Yes. No, it's like, not like
Oh,
I'm
she has a
sitting there.
duty. Oh, no, it's just my finger. Sorry.
I'm not sitting there eating dinner. I'm like, it's just from time.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it has happened.
Oh my God.
But that's fine for you. I don't
Imagine
know why
that
you have
for
to put me
Steven.
down for not thinking it's a cool idea. I don't care.
The turkey meatloaf and a pinky, too?
Oh, boy.
You think as hard as you slave over the turkey meatloaf.
You're entitled.
I should get a finger.
A nice little reward.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe two.
Get your Christmas goose
I'll
early.
just do the whole fist.
So you ready? Hotshot doesn't think you should be prepared to, like, pass on from this world without experiencing that. You're perfectly okay with that?
I am. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Part of normal marital relations.
Oh, geez.
I don't think so.
Are you safe? And I just lost my train of thought.
I would say most married people, the majority, 51%, have not done that.
Is it safe to conclude that you will never experience that, or maybe one wild night you will?
Wild night.
Gotta take my job now. I would say.
Your job? Oh, you're in trouble.
I don't take the fart noise.
Oh, geez.
Oh, you might as well.
You can't.
I can do it if I wanted to. I don't because it's your
Answer
thing.
the question.
I can live my life fine
I
without
didn't ask if
having
you
to
could.
do that.
I asked, do you think you will?
I think I won't.
I asked if you think you will live your life without ever doing that.
I think I will live my life without doing
Is
that.
it because you're with a woman that just is not really that kind of woman to...
It could be that I'm not interested in it, too. I mean, there's that possibility
Well,
as
let's say you were with a woman who was really interested.
I probably wouldn't have married her.
Really? For that?
If she was interested in sticking her hand in my butt, I think I would not be into that.
Well, you don't have to have the whole
That.
I haven't heard this version.
It's a new mix.
Hand and butt mix. Yeah.
It's a better mix.
So, yeah.
Terry even admits it's a better mix.
Oh,
Couple of final text pages, if you don't mind there, Terrence.
not at all.
As we head into another fascinating weekend here in the Big City. 9:37 and 11 seconds. Does Steven sit down when he goes pee? No response.
Oh,
right.
well, are you asking me?
Oh, geez.
Yes, I do,
I guess
actually.
the texter was asking. Yeah.
Every time?
Unless it's like a public place or like here, I don't, but...
At home, you like to sit down?
I do.
The convenience of it?
I do.
Why is
yeah.
that more convenient?
That's more relaxing. He
Is
doesn't
it?
have to stand over and...
It's tedious to stand.
It sprays everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Wow.
You got a cut problem or what?
A cut problem.
Well, it shouldn't spray everywhere.
Well, it's not... Well, I mean, if you must know, there is...
You got some cut issues.
Never mind, yeah.
You got some cut issues. You were
Circumcised when I was
circumcised
5.
at 5.
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't the easiest cut situation, and he's suffering from it ever since. So on public toilets, he's willing to pee all over the walls.
Well, everybody
Because the urinal
does.
stretches all over the place. I mean, I don't have urinals at home.
Maybe you should have one built
Why don't you
in.
set up a urinal in your bathroom?
That would be nice. I would love it.
All right.
Those pink things are too expensive, though.
9:36 and the discs, yeah. 9:36 and 10 seconds. I'm with Hotshot. I've gotten a pinky in the Steiner from my wife. Signed Luke. That's nice.
That's great.
Got a whole new community of friends out there. Yeah.
Call him Cool Hand Luke.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
9:31 and 47 seconds. I'm going to donkey punch Flowers while giving him the pinky.
That sounds fun.
Hey, man, I need a date for Saturday night. Can you help me out? Sign your wife. When is Hotshot going to get his ass kicked by Schwagman? I'm from Ole, and the fat girls here are nasty skanks. Us skinny ones are way better. Sign Angel. 9:16 and 11 seconds. My man likes the pinky, but he loves the Steely Dan even more.
Wow. Jeez, you God.
Terry's voice is so sexy, it justifies my morning wood.
Is that Justin?
9:03 and 48 seconds. T-Man, show some love for your local 174 garbage men. Our contract expires as of midnight tonight.
And they're giving tips on what you
they
can do.
are, yes. On
Do
the
not have a
news.
big garbage pile up at your house. Throw it on the street.
So the belief is, even though they're on strike, they're going to follow through with not picking up anyone's garbage.
That's right.
Although
That's what they're
I
claiming.
saw them point out that even though they're on strike, the fines levied against the union are going to be pretty hefty.
Hefty.
Sinsack.
Now, who does that affect? Is that all King County or
King County and one other county. What other counties are there?
Pierce,
Pierce, Snohomish.
Wahkiakum?
I don't know which one is it. Stephen, you're the news guy. King and what county?
I didn't realize it was 2. I just thought it was King County.
Well, you're the news guy, and you should be all over this story. It's a huge story in town, wouldn't you say?
Well, we talked
Mayor
about it
Nichols
the
has
last...
his hands full, or what?
talked about it earlier in the week, but I don't...
Well, no, it's crunch time. It's the 11th hour.
It's down to crunch time.
It should be on the top of your pile. So what county is it? You're so busy talking about Uranus. We can't get a story out of you.
I thought it was just King County. If she was interested in sticking her hand in my butt, I think I would not be into that.
It's King County and another county.
Okay, well, I'm looking it up right now for you.
You shouldn't have to look it up.
Not on the front page of the newspaper, so what do you think of that, huh?
Bill Rice would know. Top of his head.
Yeah, he would.
Give him a call. Works at Como.
Wow.
I'm sure the management around here is going to be fascinated that you gave him a nice little plug there.
Probably do some sound effect, too, you know?
Some sound effect?
Well, you know, have some kind of news clip.
Bill Rice can't do raisinets, but, I mean, if you want accurate news, then there you go. Let's see.
I want to know if I have to throw my garbage in the woods or not. I need to know that.
Well, do you have Waste Management? They're one of the...
I have Rabanco.
Well, that may not be applying to them.
So if I have
two
waste,
different companies.
If I have Waste Management, it's going to be picked up?
Waste Management is one of the companies in King County that they were talking about that is affected by this.
So they're not going to pick up my garbage? Is that what you're saying?
Waste Management.
I don't know.
That sucks.
My garbage is scheduled to be picked up on Monday. Is it going to be picked up or not?
I think it'll be worked out by then, is my guess. Always seems to work out.
It'd be nice if
not on the third page of the newspaper.
Whatever. It'd be nice if they worked it out and the garbage men union
drivers,
Local 174 and all the others that are involved got their fair share.
Sure.
Drivers who collect garbage in King and Snohomish counties for two different haulers will decide today.
Is that two different counties? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are there two counties involved, Mr. Newsman? Yes or no? You think maybe you could know the news? Is that too much to ask of the news guy?
Well, who goes to B3 in the newspaper? I mean, come on.
What are the two? So it is Waste Management and Rabanco.
I don't think it was Rabanco. It was somebody else, but
don't know what you got.
Allied Waste.
Oh, yeah, that's the same as Rabanco.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Oh. You don't know what you got, though, Mr. Rabanco.
Dobre arigato.
So it says here just to throw it in Lake Washington.
Is that what it
Okay,
says?
good. I'm doing it. If they don't pick it up, I'm throwing it in the lake. I live in the woods. I'll throw it in the woods.
Yeah, what are you going to do with your garbage? I mean, the garbage men, to be honest, have a lot of leverage.
Oh, I know they
So what the hell are you going to do? 1 week passes by. It's crisis time.
Didn't something like that happen in New York? And
The
they
big barge?
Yeah, they didn't collect, and it was just nasty there in New York.
No, that's just New York, Terry.
Well, no, I know that, but on top
strike
of that,
recently,
they did have a strike, and they didn't for a week.
People assume that's what the smell is.
And it was just terrible stench.
I mean, think about it. If they don't pick up garbage for 1 week,
I know, it's brutal.
What the hell's going to happen?
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Give them millions.
Yeah, okay.
Have to hire scabs.
Oh, scab garbage
Well,
collectors?
they've already hired. Yeah, they're doing that.
People
Uh-oh.
walking across the picket line.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to go scab around my...
Strikes are always bad.
Yeah, they are.
If your garbage man walks up to your can and says, I say what? It may be a scab.
Yeah, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't pick up the garbage, does that mean we don't have to pay? That's kind of a fair trade-off.
Yeah, believe me, you'll still pay.
Yeah, you will. Go ahead. Tell Nichols that.
Ridiculous.
So they're going to work this out, Stephen? In your expert news opinion?
In my opinion, it will be worked out.
Yeah, but what's your opinion worth when you don't even know what's going on?
I knew what was going on.
How can you say you knew what was going on? You didn't even know the county's involved.
I thought it was just King County. That's what they said earlier in the week.
What's the whole issue again?
Money!
It's
always money. Money!
Put the paper back up.
They only work 1 day a week. What a good gig.
I know, jeez.
Like Mondays. That's it, huh? We spend the rest of the week planning Monday.
That's right.
Okay, when I get to this house, it'll be awesome, dude. Watch this. Yes, Pasty is new garbage man.
Yes.
So that's what he does after work.
Well, that's a great job when you don't have to work 1 day a week, yeah. Mm-hmm. Stephen.
Yes.
Are you getting the information that you should have?
What are you
certainly
asking now?
retained by now? I don't know. Was there something?
I
we're waiting on?
asked what all the issues were. Obviously,
that's why I want to know what the issues
money.
are. Besides their wages, is there anything else?
In their little sidebar in the paper, they have nothing.
Doesn't healthcare, doesn't it all come down? Isn't that all under the same umbrella of money?
Maybe we can call the little guy that sent the message. He seems to know.
Oh, yeah. Well, too late for that. Good luck to them, though.
Yes.
And hopefully on Monday this won't be an issue.
Right.
I'll pay under the table. Pick it up at my house.
What's that, Pasty?
Key issues in negotiations which appeared last month include employee health care premiums, safety and mandatory overtime.
So the usual stuff.
The usual stuff.
But good job finding that, Pasty.
Nice work, Pasty. Yeah, not even a news
You know what,
guy.
Stephen? Don't even make it like you're really commending him when he just showed you up like that and showed you how easy doing your own job should be.
Well, I don't feel that way. So.
Well, I think you do, or if you don't, you should.
Well, I don't.
Take your
maybe
pick.
I should.
Mm-hmm.
If she was interested in sticking her hand in my butt, I think I would not be into that.
The team.